father, 49-year-old Ian McDermott, described 6 feet tall, 280 pounds, last seen driving a gold or beige pickup truck. All of those photos are currently posted at .com. Now, they were last seen in the Niagara region. Police say they could be in the Toronto area because the family previously lived in the city. The children disappearing and a temporary custody visit sometime between September 19th and the 25th. They were just recently reported missing by Family and Children's Services.
Yesterday.
The bizarre timeline here. Reporting live, Chamber 680 News. 680 News time 8:05.
It's 5 missing kids and 2 shootings.
Home and carpet. Well, it's like Christmas morning for Leafs fans. The team gets set to open its new season at home against the
fuck off. Give us back the fucking top stories, man.
In 3 years. 680's Kevin Meisner's outside Scotiabank Arena this morning and joins us live. Kevin.
Well, Catherine, blue and white Maple Leafs banners now up on the fencing here at Maple Leaf Square ahead of tonight's season opening and, of course, home opening tailgate party. Anjum says it is always a special feeling when the Leafs hockey is back, especially after a championship Raptors season.
Well, new season, new hope. The Raptors, like example, you want to follow up the championship. But we'll see if that wins.
Fans are also weighing in on who should possibly wear the captaincy. John Tavares, Austin Matthews, maybe Morgan Riley.
Honestly, I think Riley deserves it. He's been here the longest.
Fans are also admiring the brand new outdoor big screen here in Maple Leaf Square, 37% larger and a lot crisper image.
Oh, it's phenomenal. The quality of it is amazing, and it's astounding what they put up there.
Maple Leaf Square opens to fans at 5 p.m. ahead of the puck drop against the Senators. Outside Scotiabank Arena, Kevin Meisner, 680 News.
680 News time, 8:06. An off-season filled with news ends tonight as the Maple Leafs are expected to name that new captain. Our Simon Bennett reports.
Only 17 players have ever worn the C in Toronto, some of them legends. Leafs Nation speculating on who it could be this time, whether it's John Tavares, Morgan Riley, Austin Matthews, or someone else. So many opinions out there. We picked one. Sportsnet's Jeff Merrick.
This is a really young squad. I think it's important that you indicate to those players, that group of players is going to carry you to the next, 5 years minimum, that this is their team.
An announcement is expected at some point today. I'm Simon Bennett.
680 News time 8:07. For the first time in the federal election, Liberal leader Justin Trudeau will square off against his opponents from the Conservatives NDP and Bloc Québécois. The French language debate is being hosted by television network TVA tonight. 680's parliamentary reporter Cormac McSweeney sets the scene.
It's enormously important. With 78 seats up for grabs in Quebec, Maclean's Ottawa Bureau Chief John Guinness says this French debate could have a big impact. Liberals are polling
They're gonna get rotten fruits, throw them at them.
Test against his competitors has been national rival Conservative Andrew Scheer.
I think inevitably they're the top dogs, and this whole thing this Scheer versus Trudeau will be key.
The other leaders all stand to gain by taking Trudeau down a notch on topics like pipelines, deficits, and Quebec's controversial religious symbols ban for public workers.
Oh, yes, we need that rule.
Sway the Quebec race, and since the Liberals and Conservatives are in a
whoa, what the fuck, man? Why the fuck this shit always fucking do this? Them books.
Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill.
680 News time, 8:08. This could be a game changer. The biggest player in the cannabis market is getting ready for the legalization of CBD-infused drinks. With a deal in the
CBD is tap water.
680 Business Center.
CBD is tap water.
Sports Nutrition, the deal laying the groundwork for the eventual legalization of CBD-infused drinks with
tap water.
Professional sports leagues. BioSteel already sells its product to 70% of the teams in the 4 major North American sports leagues. Has endorsement deals with Connor McDavid, Wayne Gretzky, Brooke Henderson, and Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys already has it in his contract to be the lead endorser of CBD products permitted in the NFL. The Canopy sees the deal to eventually own all of BioSteel as a significant growth driver with the future regulated market of legalized food and beverage products containing cannabis. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple. Coming up at 8:11, traffic and weather together on the ones, including southbound 427 ramp to the westbound 401 partially blocked with a collision.
660 City News Time 8:09.
Save thousands on a new rug at the new
Fucking hell. Charge my goddamn phone, damn it.
Manufacturer's clearance grand opening is on now. Save 55 to 80% and pay no taxes. Mark for your floor from
2 shootings, 5 kids missing.
of a lifetime. Make the trip to save thousands. Shop the new Imperial.
This man is 6 foot, 280, blue eyes, blonde hair. Trust me, I would see him coming if he was around here. He ain't around here.
Go to ImperialCarpetAndHome.com. City streets westbound Ellesmere blocked west of Kennedy due to a collision causing delays from west of Midland. Northbound Young blocked north of Eglinton due to a collision.
6 City News Time 8:10.
Looking for great action, delicious dining, and a chance to win big? Visit Casino Ajax. Enjoy prime rib and 2 lobsters.
Yeah, I wasn't coughing for fuck all till I went online, man.
Every Thursday in October for a chance to crack the ball and win up to $10,000 cash.
We might have to wait all the way to the top of the next fucking hour to recap this shit.
Rising 47 stories above church in Adelaide comes a building that can only be described as remarkable.
But does it come with free jewelry, brethren?
Of Minto communities. The Saint takes its place alongside Toronto's most iconic buildings. Find your center. Register at thesaintcondos.com. Minto communities.
Do not do nothing require registration, brethren.
Brought to you by 407 ETR. Here's Kyle Hawking.
Well, less than ideal driving conditions on our highways this morning with the rain falling, and even
Rain.
in areas where it's not falling at the moment, still wet roadways, so adjust your driving accordingly. Make sure your headlights are on. We've good volume on routes heading into downtown. The South 404 Don Valley remains busy south of Davis to south of Mulock, south of Stouffville Road off and on to about the 407, and then approaching Finch to south of Don Mills heading for the DVP. We've got volume on the eastbound QE and Gardner. First of all, a minor problem Toronto bound at North Shore, just on the on this side of the Burlington Skyway. We have the right lane blocked for the stalled vehicles, so it is heavy Nikola Tesla over the Skyway to North Shore. We've got volume east QE and Gardner Walkers to Doorbell, south down to Dixie, and 427 to Dufferin from the 680 Traffic Center. Kerry Prunskis.
And slippery conditions may be to blame for this vehicle going into the ditch here. Southbound on the 427 on the ramp to the westbound 401, trying to navigate that ramp with the slippery conditions. So that's why we suggest you to drive according to the conditions. And southbound 427 on the ramp to the westbound 401, the right lane is blocked by emergency crews dealing with that vehicle that is.
My neighborhood, my intersection has an old man that stands on the corner and yells at drivers. It is beautiful.
And then it gets jammed on the ramp to the westbound 401. Westbound 401 still busy from Harmony to Stevenson, from Dixon to Salem, and then delays from Meadowvale, alternately express and collectors to Dixon. Also a problem westbound 401 on the ramp to the 410. The left shoulder is blocked with a stalled vehicle. That's causing a backup, though, from Dixie and the collectors. Past that, westbound 401 is heavy from the 410 and the collectors to Mavis. Almost 80% of drivers report that some, most, or even all of their tolls are offset through time and gas savings on 407 ETR. Your fast, safe, and reliable choice. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Some.
Still some showers.
Yeah, technically some. So 20% aren't even getting back some of their money. So
Getting quite dense in parts of the
I'm
west
not
end
paying
of the
foreign
GTA.
bastards to drive on my highway. Get the fuck out. Road stay, you go.
Temperatures today already reached our guaranteed high. 20 degrees will drop to 13 this afternoon. For tonight, still a slight chance of a shower. 8 for the low.
They said yesterday it's going to feel like 6.
12. Right now, light rain shower 16 at Pearson and at 6 City News, going down to 13. 6 City News time, 8:13.
Now, the market minutes.
Don't forget Mike Apple at the 6 City Business Center.
Little
Mike.
nuts. The bigger ones, actually.
Futures right now, Catherine, as we're looking at a continuation of some of the selling pressure that we saw on Tuesday's trade for Bay and Wall Streets. Having said that, could see a mitigating factor from rising prices for oil and gold. Oil right now up by 36 cents, 53.97.
Mitigating factor being what?
At 14.92. Dollar down a tenth to 75.5 cents U.S. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple. Still ahead on 680 News.
One of the best places to watch a Leafs game is finally ready to reopen with a new look and a new menu.
6 City News time, 8:14.
I'm drawing a blank. Where are we supposed to go watch the game?
Some of the world's most most stylish and modern vehicles, and we support that with confidence. Not only are you getting the supreme quality of an Audi, you're also getting expert support.
I started this video 5 minutes earlier. You'd have heard all these stories already. Fuck.
Visit us online or at our convenient locations in the GTA.
Grandravine Drive. Yeah. Grandravine Drive.
Or the 410 Mayfield Boulevard.
Part of the Grandravine Automotive family.
At just 19, Babe Ruth hit his first professional home run. It happened during a game at Hanlon's Point on Toronto Island. It was the only home run Babe ever hit for a minor league team. Babe Ruth's career was amazing, but not as amazing as your ears.
That's where the city center island airport is. But they're trying to call Billy Bishop Airport when there's already a Billy Bishop Airport. We need that confusion in the airplane world.
WSIB is here to help.
Oh, there you are.
This is all News Radio, 680 News.
A much cooler day on the way for the GTA after yesterday's record heat. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Paul Cook.
I'm Catherine Jete. Here are the top stories right now.
Bullets fly in the city's northwest. 2 men shot to death in the Jane and Finch area, and a teenager wounded in a separate shooting an hour earlier nearby. So far, no arrests.
An Amber Alert issued last evening for 5 St. Catharines area children
Missing for 2
allegedly abducted by
weeks.
their father
Come
has
on.
expired, even though the search for them continues. Their pictures are posted.
Amber Alert expire. I didn't know those could
Just
expire.
hours away at Scotiabank Arena, where a captain will finally be announced, and a new video board will be unveiled for the tailgate party in Maple Leaf Square.
For these and other stories, go to 680news.com.
Time now for
We are about to. Don't worry.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Simon Bennett.
Hey, you guys smell that? It's almost donkey season. Opening night for the Maple Leafs with expectations sky high. They open the season
You
against the
burning
Senators
today,
who
brother.
happen to have 4 ex-Leafs on the roster, and DJ Smith coaching them now with an assistant here before, so that won't be weird. We don't know when exactly, but it appears the Leafs will name a captain today. 7 o'clock is the game time on Sportsnet.
We believe. Oh, no captains. Fuck you. We're all in charge. We're all kings today. This is Toronto. Fuck you.
For a 4-3 win, and they head to the LDS to face the Dodgers starting tomorrow. It's the Rays in Oakland, and the American League wildcard game tonight, 8 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet 1. This morning in Beijing, Bianca Andreescu moving on to the round of 16 of the China Open. She beat Elise Mertens in straight sets, a rematch at the U.S. Open quarterfinals, and it is over. Mercifully for Canada, the Rugby World Cup this morning in Japan. The All Blacks wrapping up a win over Canada, 63-0. Sports are 15 and 45 past every hour. Or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
680 News Time, 8:17.
I'm so happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy.
Jermaine Lincoln Brown got shot to death 5 times March 27, 2006 at 235 Grandravine.
Talk to Revita Medical. They've helped over 1.2
There ain't nothing new to these people.
Visit revitamedical.ca and things could be looking up for you.
I'm happy in my pants today.
Oh, you're happy in your pants. Yes, sir. You keep on going.
Now playing at the Royal Alexandra Theatre.
The iconic songs of Bob Dylan, reimagined
Oh,
by
fuck off, man.
Connor McPherson. The New York Times raves, it's as close as mortals come to heaven on earth. Girl from the North Country, now through November 24th. Book at mervish.com.
I better not be getting copyright strikes for you faggot ass motherfucker. I'll look your ass up, Mr. Dillon. Fuck my videos up. We're gonna have an issue.
Authored by 2 Times reporters, is set to be released next Tuesday.
What did you do to my fucking phone?
With White House officials. 680's Alex Bloomfield has more on some of the shocking ideas being attributed to the American president.
The published preview detailing a
Why
wild
isn't it
week of
fucking
clashes
chart?
between Trump
Fuck
and
off.
high-level cabinet officials from March of this year. It centers around Trump asking for a complete shutdown of the U.S.-Mexico border, an order his officials desperately try to stop. The book alleges Trump also privately ordered aides to provide a cost estimate for building an alligator and snake-filled moat along the border with Mexico, as well as authorizing border agents to shoot migrants in the legs to slow them down. CNN's Jeffrey Dubin.
If you want to stop people like they are animals, maybe you do put
alligators in. But if you want to treat desperate people who are trying to get into the United States like human beings, you don't even consider insanity like this. All you care about are your friends in Mexico. Trump reportedly snapping at his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. I'm Alex Bloomfield. This is 680 News. The U.S. State Department's independent watchdog is heading to Capitol Hill today.
All you care about is your friends in Mexico. I can hear him saying it, too.
This comes as House Democrats battle with the Secretary of State over subpoenas. ABC's Serena Marshall's in Washington.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo rating Britain threat with Democrats, responding to their request for confidential interviews with State Department employees as an act of intimidation intended to bully and treat improperly those employees. Democrats firing back, not to Pompeo, but his number two, writing, Secretary Pompeo now appears to have an obvious conflict of interest.
Why is this not charging?
Pompeo was on that call between President Trump and the President of Ukraine. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington. 6 City News, time 8:20. As the Desjardins insurance agent, I live and work in the same community.
Fuck off.
My client might also be my grocer, or my florist, or my climbing partner. Does it change things? Well, when I'm 30 feet in the air and my client climbing partner is holding a harness, which is the only thing keeping me from free-falling to the ground, it gives me peace of mind to know that he has peace of mind.
At Desjardins Insurance, our agents are invested in you because they're invested in their
The
communities.
fuck is this shit, man? And I'm supposed to believe my electronics aren't fucked with, eh?
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is Sarah. How can I help?
Can you help me get my yard cleaned up? I've got junk piled everywhere.
Clean up your own yard.
Quitting time comes and they're not quite done.
We work until midnight, 7 days a week.
Can you come right
What
now?
the fuck is this shit, man? Get the fuck out of my electronics. I swear to God, eh?
Wow.
When you want it to feel like springtime, call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Just unplug this shit totally. You wanna fuck around with my phone? So I'll just unplug this shit, eh?
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Chudley's Farm. Here's Kyle Hawking.
Look, more phones, bastards.
On QEW at North Shore, the right lane is blocked for the stolen vehicle, so it's jammed over the Burlington Skyway. Nikola Tesla to North Shore. Eastbound QEW, then slow walkers to about Dorval, from south down to Dixie, and trying to get into downtown, then the eastbound Gardner, plenty busy, 427 to Dufferin. South 404 Don Valley, lots of patchy volume. It's busy Davis Drive to south of Mulock, south of Stouffville Road to about 16th Avenue, and again through the 407, and then south of Steeles onto the DVP to approaching Bayview Bloor. Minor volume then south of Bloor onto the Richmond ramp from the 680 traffic center.
That is today.
Very heavy if you're coming down the southbound 410. Delays from south of Mayfield all the
Oh,
way to
dry. Too bad this share button don't work.
That's busy from Highway 7 to Dairy.
Did you know no matter what you do on Facebook, we cannot share your events? Doesn't happen.
A vehicle's gone into the ditch. Emergency crews are there. If you're traveling on the eastbound 401, expect delays approaching Highway 25 to
Prove
Trafalgar.
it.
Again, east of Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it's slow from east of Dixie and the collectors to the northbound 427 ramp. And delays from the 427 to the 400 express and collectors.
Cannot
Westbound
share.
401, that's busy approaching Harmony. Another delay from Dixon to the then it's still going across the city from the express and collectors to Dixon. And westbound 401 on the ramp to the 410. Still have a problem on the right shoulder, but thankfully just a minor delay. Plan an adventure to Chudley's Farm to see all the changes.
The place so busy, the traffic report gets rewritten about it.
Available in your local grocer's
Sneaky
freezer.
bastards, like I wouldn't catch that.
Now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Well, the rain showers are becoming a lot more scattered now. Falling temperatures for us today. It was 20 degrees very early this morning.
Royal
For the
Cinema,
afternoon,
what
we'll
the
sit at
fuck
about
is that?
13 with a cooler wind out of the northeast. For tonight, slight chance of showers, the low 20s. And for tomorrow, showers at about 12 degrees. Only 12 as well. The average high 17. But we'll have sun and clouds for Friday.
Michael Myers.
Right now, still some light rain showers, 16 at Pearson, 17 at 680 News. Already reached the guaranteed high 20 for the afternoon, 13.
And because Jill did not miss the weather guarantee, the jackpot climbs to $1,900.
Coming up at 8:30, why there's more anticipation.
You complicated this. I gotta use a link to get.
6 City News time, 8:23.
This is failed PR all the way to the bank. Failed PR. I put the event out there, sir. I don't know why nobody's fucking showing up.
Don't miss out on saving up to 35% on top-rated resorts during our Beach for Every Budget sale. And remember, at Sunway, knowing vacation better is more than a slogan. It's a promise. And so is our best price guarantee. Book today with your travel agent or...
We like to try behaving again.
You need to know. Breaking news. An update now on the breakthrough in the ongoing labor dispute. Traffic. Problems on the eastbound 403 pushing Mavis. All 5 lanes are blocked. Only the shoulders are able to get by. This is a very police.
Oh, shit.
This portion of 680 News brought to you by Canadian Choice Windows and Doors. Lots of Maple Leafs fans who couldn't get their hands on tickets to tonight's season opener will be flocking to the bar across the street from Scotiabank Arena. You know the one, to watch the big game. And after being closed for
Fuck,
this
get the
Rio
fuck out of here,
Sports
man.
will reopen. Our Jeff Performance here live. What to expect, Jeff?
Yeah, Paul, if you tried to go to Real Sports this summer, you were met with closed doors and signage saying it's been shut down for renos. Well, today we get our first peek at the new Real Sports. The inside is going to look different. The menu is going to be different. All the details will be unwrapped around 11 o'clock.
So it's not the same place no more. Since I never heard of it, it might as well be brand new.
The VP of Food and Beverage for MLSE will take people on a tour, which means if it wasn't impossible enough already to just walk in and get a table at Real Sports, good luck. Now, as long as they still have their turkey burger.
I'm gonna throw this fucking phone, but it's shaped like a boomerang, so the damn thing will come back there.
BlackBerry starts the day with its stock at a 16-year low. Business in 60 seconds.
680
You
News
do
Time
not want
8:25.
$900 cell phones.
From HGTV. I build homes for families all over Canada, so I know a home is a family's most important investment. That's why I recommend someone you can trust. Canadian Choice Windows and Doors. With their patented draft lock technology.
Swear to God, I'm gonna choke somebody out with this goddamn phone charger. Right?
Prices guaranteed. Now that's farmer approved. Call Canadian Choice Windows and Doors.
I do not have time to play with this fucking wire, eh?
Visit windowscanada.com.
I've got drugs to do, you piece of shit. Good, don't work. I love it when people interfere with my shit. Don't work, you won't be able to get a hold of me. I'll just disappear into the fucking night like I usually do. You stupid cocksucker.
Kids enter school with confidence, prepared to be good students from day one, having learned to focus, pay attention, follow directions, and more. Give your preschoolers a smarter start today. Enroll now and save up to $50 at participating centers. Visit kumon.ca for details.
You harassed me to the point I used up all the minutes on this phone. What happened? I threw the fucking SIM card in the lake, didn't I? You geniuses harassed me into not being able to follow me. I love when you do that.
The Dow futures consistently to the negative by triple digits, losing 130 points. You got the
Look, here I am, still smoking weed, officer. You gonna stop me? You gonna put it out? Never fucking happened so far, eh?
Watching the markets fall on U.S.-China trade, impeachment issues, slowing economic signals, and questions about monetary policy.
Oh, dead black man, old person hit by car, white guy breaking into a house.
Was BlackBerry, which opens this morning at the lowest level we've seen the company at in 16 years, $6.79.
What?
At 15 cents yesterday. It's down 32% since a week ago Tuesday when they reported weaker than forecast results, including a $44 million U.S. quarterly loss, and the forward guidance wasn't all that great either. We're watching shares of the Stars Group, which is the operator of Poker Stars, surge by 42% at the royal flush, so to speak, overnight, as Flutter Entertainment is merging with the Stars Group. Actually, Flutter out of Ireland is going to be the majority controller of this giant in the online gambling industry. Stars Group seeing its stock price jump on this $6 billion deal. And we're watching the price for oil jump by 44 cents at 54.06. That's as U.S. oil inventories fell a little bit. First of several readings on U.S. Job creation for the month of September. The ADP, private sector employer numbers up 135,000. It's one of the smaller numbers we've seen recently. Canadian dollar at 75.50, down a tenth of a cent at the Business Center. I'm Mike Apple.
I'm the tax lawyer. Audit or arbitrary assessments hold more tax than you can ever pay.
I don't need the cell phones to work. I don't even need the pay phones to work. I don't need the scales to work. I just need the damn traffic lights to work. Stupid. You people are so fucking stupid sometimes.
416-350-8489. I am the greatest pothole to ever rule this country.
RC's for the CSIS or the CESC. There's a new one.
Every vehicle will bow before me.
How do you pronounce that? Cat.
Standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Even you will not evade this model. Shine your silver with your high and mighty ground clearance. Just you wait. I will get deeper. Adventure comes standard at your local Subaru dealer. Hurry in for lease and finance rates from 0.5%. 680 News Business Travelers forecast. Vancouver today, mix of sun and cloud, 15 degrees the high. Chicago, light rain, 19. New York City, mostly cloudy, 25.
Light rain and 19. I don't care. Tell me about the fucking shootings in Chicago.
8:30. Number 1 for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Here are Paul Coates. Wednesday, October 2nd.
Here's what's making news right now.
Two shootings in the same Jane Finch neighborhood leave 2 males dead and a 16-year-old boy wounded.
There was an Amber Alert issued. Now it's canceled, but 5 kids from the Niagara region are still missing, believed to be abducted by their father a week ago.
The hearts of fans.
So you got, no, that's 2 weeks ago, you fucking chintzy bastard. 19th, that's 2 fucking weeks. He didn't technically abduct until he didn't bring him back. This is the problem. Everybody's going, really? 2 weeks? 5 Asian kids and 1 white guy, and you can't locate these motherfuckers. And it's their father. People can't take that seriously. They can't. That's the Ontario public. They're just jaded.
Time for 680 News, traffic and weather together on the ones for the Toronto Fall.
I don't care how big it is. There's 5 of these motherfuckers. You can't manhandle 5 fucking people
Toronto
at
bound
once.
into downtown on the eastbound QE and Gardner. First of all, problems at North Shore continue to block the right lane. We have MTO and tow trucks here. It's heavy Nikola Tesla over the Skyway North Shore. Volume then Walkers to Doorbell, south down to Dixie, 427 to Dufferin, so not much change. 404 Don Valley, busy southbound, Davis Drive to south of Bealock, and then off and on delays from south of Stouffville Road on to the DVP to approaching Bayview Bloor. You're into and out of volume the whole way from the 680 Traffic Center. Carrie Prunskis.
And it looks like this vehicle has been hauled out of the ditch. Southbound on the 427 on the ramp to the westbound 401. Now, the right lane is still closed, but this looks like it'll clear fairly soon. Now, southbound on the 427, it's busy from Highway 7 to Derry. Then it gets jammed from south of Airport Road onto the westbound 401 ramp. Heading out of the city on the westbound Gardner, delays from Jarvis to the 427. Westbound QEW is busy from west of the 427 to Mississauga Road, and again from Fort Drive to Trafalgar. The Toronto Fall Home Show is for the people with high ceilings and for the people with high rent. The Toronto Fall Home Show, October 4th to 6th at the Enercare Center. Tickets and info
What you got for me? Plastic plates and forks?
And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor. It's a lot lighter now.
Toaster
It's
oven?
becoming more
What?
scattered, falling temperatures today and a cooler northeast wind. Right now, light rain 16 at Pearson, cloudy 17 at 680 News. We're going down to 13.
680 News Time, 8:32.
Breaking news from the city's northwest, where police are investigating 2 shootings. One of them, a double homicide.
680's Carl Hansky's at the scene in the Jane and Finch area and joins us live with the latest.
I'm going to twist it. 2 dead guys and 2 shootings, but the 2 dead guys are 1 shooting.
Police have this whole area
And
taped
then there's
off
a whole
here. This
separate
townhouse
shooting.
complex, well, kind of a rabbit's warren of townhouse complexes kind of weaved together here on Grandravine Drive near Jane and Finch. Looks like the shooting happened in like an outdoor courtyard area around 9:30 last night. 2 men shot and killed. But this is what happened. Originally, the police were called out here for 8:30 last night for a shooting about a block away. A 16-year-old boy was shot and wounded. And then while officers were investigating that shooting, they heard more gunshots over here in this townhouse complex. They ran over here, found the 2 males, both rushed to the hospital where they died. One victim was 24 years old. The age of the other person that was killed, we don't know yet. We're waiting for homicide, any update from them. Police don't know, though, if the 2 shootings within an hour are connected to each other. Reporting live on Grandravine Drive near Jane and Finch, Carl Hansky, 680 News.
680 News Time, 8:33. The search continues for 5 children believed to have been abducted by their father.
They still haven't given the description of the father this morning. That shows you how gung-ho they are to catch him.
Jamie. Catherine, a complicated situation. The Amber Alert
6 foot, 280. Holy fuck.
From the Niagara region.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Trust me, I will see him coming.
Got calls from people complaining.
The message is loud, it's clear, and we want you to understand that there is an urgency. There are 5 children that need to be located.
Eska, Evelyn, Magnus, Matthias, and Sovereign McDermott range in age from 5 to 14 years old. Described
5. You try getting a 5-year-old to do anything, man.
Taken by their father. He's 49-year-old Ian McDermott, described as white, 6 feet tall, 280 pounds. Last seen driving a gold or beige pickup truck. All the photos are posted at 680news.com. Now, police say the family previously lived in the Toronto area and still has ties to the city. The kids disappeared after a temporary custody visit sometime between September 19th and the 25th. Police say they were only recently reported missing by Family and Children's Services.
Who the fuck rewrote this whole fucking page, eh?
680 News Time, 8:35. Lots of blue and white at the office and in the classroom today as the Maple Leafs get
This is fucking racist, eh?
against the Senators tonight.
They respelled Micmac everywhere in the goddamn page and the URL. You can't type in a URL with a space, but there's a space in this URL.
New season has the hearts of a lot of Leaf fans pounding under that blue and white.
I can't bookmark this. I can't share it. I can't fucking read it. How the fuck did you let somebody do that to the page? You cocksucker.
Really excited about that, but I don't know, man. I'm stoked. I got a good feeling this year for sure.
Now, the Leafs are expected to name a captain possibly today. Morgan Riley and John Tavares, the top picks among fans I've been talking to. Diane says some of that off-season drama could make for an interesting season.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to see what Nylander can offer us with a full season. I'm excited about Mitch Marner. I'm glad he finally signed a contract with the Leafs.
And Tom is standing here quite fascinated by the brand new outdoor big screen in Maple Leaf Square.
A lot better image. I don't notice it bigger though. I notice it's a lot better image though.
They do say it's 37% larger.
Okay. Take the word for it? Sure.
Now, the Leaf season and home opener tailgate party gets underway at 5 o'clock tonight outside Scotiabank Arena. Kevin Meissner, 680 News.
Jesus, it's a fucking page.
The Maple Leafs haven't had a captain since the departure of Dion Phaneuf in 2016, but as our Simon Bennett reports, that is about to change.
It's been the most
I'm supposed to not notice this shit happening. Oh, I guess we don't have the internet anymore. We're just a bunch of stupid fucking half-breed niggas. We don't know how to use the internet. Mr. Whiteman, can you fix this for us? No, I guess I'm just out of luck. Eh? How the fuck am I supposed to use this?
But it keeps you entertained. So basically, it's going to be today at some point, maybe this morning or during the pregame ceremonies. Leafs radio analyst Jim Ralph says it's an important decision.
As much as it is what somebody's accomplished and what their leadership skills are in the dressing room, there's that 50% other side of it. Which
Percent 27. Yeah, fuck you.
So, boo. John Tavares, Morgan Riley. Is Austin Matthews still in the running? Only a select few know. Right now, I'm Simon Bennett.
It's time, 8:37. A 17-year-old temperature record fell yesterday at Pearson Airport. 680's Alex Bluefield's on the weather watch.
We've never had a hotter October day.
I'm still trying to share the same stupid fucking link, eh?
At Pearson Tuesday afternoon, crushing the daily record by more than 2 degrees and edging out the monthly record set back in 2007 by 0.2 degrees. But down the roller coaster we go today. A chilly northwest wind, on and off showers, a high of just 13 by the afternoon. And our meteorologist Jill Taylor says it doesn't look like we'll be bouncing back anytime soon.
We're in for some rather chilly overnight lows.
Fucking
Single-digit
racist
lows,
bastards,
especially by the
eh?
time we get to early Saturday
That's
morning.
funny. That's funny. We'll make a URL that doesn't actually function and see if these fucking niggers notice. Fucking asshole. I'm gonna fuck that up on you, eh?
A dangerous night on Highway 406 in St. Catharines. OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt says 2 people are dead. Another is in hospital after a wrong-way crash near Glendale Avenue overnight.
the vehicle that was going the proper way ended up starting on fire. The 2 occupants in that vehicle were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver, who was traveling the wrong way, is in hospital right now in stable condition.
The investigation continues. Meantime, a 22-year-old St. Catharines man has been arrested for impaired driving after a single vehicle rollover at Westchester Avenue just before midnight. Schmidt says the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle. It comes as OPP launches a safety campaign today focusing on seatbelts.
Coming up at 8:41.
Toronto-bound QEW at North Shore. The right lane is blocked. We'll have traffic and weather together.
680 News Time, 8:39.
At Mathnasium, we've transformed children's lives for 15 years. We build confidence, develop critical thinking.
Fucking serious. I gotta do that again.
Whether your child needs to catch up or get ahead, our expert instructors and proven Mathnasium method provide the rock-solid math foundation they need for today and for their future. We're
I
the
don't want to
authority in math
open it,
education,
stupid.
trusted by more than 500,000 parents. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Schedule your no-obligation first visit to one of our centers today at Mathnasium.
I can't believe you just fucked my shit up.
City streets, northbound
Some fucking neo-Nazi wannabe just fucked my shit up from fucking wherever.
Bridge intersection is blocked all ways due to a collision.
I want to redirect, motherfucker.
City Streets was brought to you by CapitalDirect.ca, helping homeowners save money on interest.
Going to
How
bed
the
now.
fuck did they do this shit?
See you in the morning.
I'm lying next to you. Why are you texting me?
Technology before bed, not always a good thing, unless it's Sealy Mattress temperature regulating technology. Right
I
now,
can't
get it for
delete it because it doesn't exist in my bookmarks because every fucking time I try to load it, it redirects. This is fucking amazing. How the fuck did you do this?
Whether you're a hot or cold sleeper, just $4.79. Our sleep experts will match you to your best sleep. So hurry, this price ends Sunday. Sleep Country.
That's not what I just fucking clicked on, eh? Like, I'm not fucking retarded, eh? I'm not gonna just sit here and read it because you loaded it.
Because together we go places. From how we go to
Where the fuck can I delete that shit?
We love doing it together. Save when you book flights, hotels, and rental cars only at Allegiant.com. Together, we fly.
Book a non-stop flight from Niagara Falls to Tampa St. Pete one way for as low as $62
You
US.
fucking assholes, man. How the fuck did you even do that?
2019 and January 9, 2020. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Time 8:41.
Time for 6 City News, traffic and weather together on the ones for Quest Trade. Here is
The more of my minutes you waste on this, the more I swear to God, I'm gonna beat you people worse when I catch you on my blocks, eh? Like, this is no fucking joke. I know exactly who the fuck edited this shit to fuck it up, eh? It's all funny. It's some white boy humor, eh? I got some fucking redskin humor for you motherfuckers. How did these assholes get away with fucking up Wikipedia? I can't even add one word, eh?
And then there's often on volume south of Silver Road to approaching Bayview Bloor. It's a long stretch of delays without much gaps in there either. From the 680 Traffic Center, Kerry Prunskis.
southbound 427. Problems on the ramp to the westbound 401 have cleared. It's still a slow go from Zedway to Derry and from Airport Road to the westbound 401 ramp. If you're traveling the westbound 401 across the city, it's busy from Morningside, alternately express and collectors to Dixon. Another delay approaching here, Ontario, and the collectors to west of Mavis. Then it's backed up from Winston Churchill to Trafalgar Road. Southbound 400, that's still very heavy from King Road to south of Major Mackenzie, and a long lineup from Finch all the way to the eastbound 401 ramp. Eastbound 401, that's busy approaching Highway 24 to Trafalgar. Another delay from Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it's busy east of Dixie to the 427 ramp. Also slow eastbound 401 from the 427 to the 400 express and collectors. It's time to switch to Quest Trade, the #1 rated online brokerage by Money Sense in 2019. Visit QuestTrade.com to learn
What
more.
fucking genius two white boys are sitting there in the middle of the night saying, hey, let's fuck up the page about the history of these guys' military. That would be funny. You guys are gonna get your noses busted, your teeth knocked out. I swear to God, man, I got pliers here. I'm gonna fucking pull fingernails out when I catch you bastards. I swear to fucking God.
Showers and the high only 12 right now. Still has some light rain showers around 16 at Pearson, 17 at 680 News. The guaranteed high already reached 20 for the
It says right in there we torture people. I won't admit to that, but that's what it says.
City News Market Minute.
Over to Mike Apple.
I'll call that a racist allegation until you prove it in court. But
I ain't saying much much right now because the S&P Futures Index is down 15 points.
They ain't saying much. Fucking all want to be rappers now.
Several signals on the U.S. labor market in this morning. ADP Research Institute saying the U.S. labor market cooled a little bit, added 135,000 jobs. It's one of the lower numbers of the year. The price for oil up 27 cents, gold up $3, and our dollars down a tenth at 75.52. At the business center.
Oh, you can fuck the internet up all you want. Let's see you fuck this up.
If you can afford to buy Maple Leaf tickets, the go-to ticket site has some tips so you don't get ripped off.
Oh, yeah, because you can't just buy tickets from the fucking arena. You gotta buy them from some weirdo in a parking lot.
So start thinking of all the ways you'd spend it and all the people you'd spend it on. Because if you win the jackpot or the guaranteed $1
Now
million
motherfuckers are printing up their own tickets. What the fuck?
The next Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $17 million, plus the guaranteed $1 million prize. It's a feeling you love to share. It's that 649 feeling.
When it comes to your job, it's not your commute that's killing you. It's not your overly enthusiastic receptionist.
Good morning.
It's not your passive-aggressive IT guy. Is it plugged in? No, it's not those things. It's your chair.
Everything is plugged in. You do not touch it. You cannot handle it.
Office chairs. Ergocentric chairs are recommended by 94% of ergonomists. Visit ergocentric.com. Or better yet, get up and visit the new Ergocentric showroom and store in the King Edward Hotel.
That's where Sticky Fingers put the fucking gun on himself.
It is 17 degrees right
2
now.
rounds of
Downtown
fucking Russian
Toronto.
roulette.
It's still pretty
Holy
wet
fuck.
out there, cloudy for now. Good morning from the 6 City News Broadcast Center. I'm Catherine Jete.
I'm Paul Cook. Here are the top stories right now.
2 men shot dead in a double homicide near Jane and Finch. Police heard the shots while responding to another shooting nearby that left a 16-year-old boy injured. The Maple Leafs are expected to unveil their first captain in 3 years today ahead of the season.
No, they do not
Senators.
care about the
And
police,
search
brother.
continues for 5 St. Catharines area children believed abducted by their father. An Amber Alert called yesterday has been canceled, but the kids are still missing. Their photos are in 680 News.
People are calling 911 to complain.
Time now for 680 Sports.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Simon Bennett.
Catherine, it is indeed opening night for the Maple Leafs with very high expectations. They open the year against the Ottawa Senators, and there is an expectation they will name a captain.
Fucking
At
skin
some
is
point today, they
crawling.
haven't had one since 2016 when Diop was traded. It would be cool if they did it during the pregame ceremonies tonight, but we'll see what they do. The game is at 7 at Sportsnet, which also has Canucks Oilers at 10. What a start to the baseball playoffs in the National League wildcard game. The Nationals came back from 3-0 down to beat Milwaukee 4-3. Trent Grisham's 8th inning error in the outfield, leading to the lead change, scoring 3 on the play. Washington heads to the NLDS to face the Dodgers starting tomorrow. Tonight's the American League's turn. The Rays and A's at Oakland. First pitch is after 8 o'clock on Sportsnet 590. The Fan at Sportsnet 1. The Sporting and Bay
How the fuck did they change our URL to a space?
She beat Elise Burton's in straight sets. She faces American Jennifer Brady next. At the Rugby World Cup this morning, no chance for Canada against the mighty All Blacks. New Zealand 63, Canada nothing.
Mighty
Canada faces
All
South
Blacks.
Africa next on Tuesday. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour. Or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
6 City News time 8:47.
Canadians don't let weather slow us down. We get out there to work, to play, in the truck that more of us drive. The Ford F-150, built with capability to help you own every season, and smart technology that makes every job easier. Right now, get 0% purchase financing for up to 60 months plus over $8,000 in total value on select new 2019 F-150 models. Get the truck built for any season. Get your F-150 at your local Ford store or Ford.ca. There are lots of ways to treat your cold symptoms. You can carry around a spoon of syrup, or try alternative methods. How about those lozenges? Why not drop all that for a different way? Cold drops.
Fucking hair is making my skin crawl.
For temporary symptom relief of cough, sore throat, and nasal congestion.
Relief with just 1 drop. Cold drops.
For a retailer near you, visit colddrops.com. This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
6 City News time 8:48. The first national debate featuring Liberal leader Justin Trudeau will take place tonight on French television network TVA.
It's gonna be in French, so no one's gonna watch it over here.
McSweeney has a preview.
This debate has the potential to be a turning point in the campaign. While the focus will be on Quebec, with 78 seats in the province, Maclean's Ottawa Bureau Chief John Geddes tells me a stellar showing or a big faux pas from a leader could affect the national race, which remains in a dead heat between the Liberals and Conservatives.
For sure, picking up a few seats or losing a few seats in Quebec could make the difference if you're in that tight a race.
Geddes says Liberal Justin Trudeau will be the target on everything from deficits to the environment. Since the BQ is seeing a recent surge in support, the NDP is looking to prevent a complete
B2, right?
collapse.
The
And
B2?
Conservative Andrew
Oh, the
Scheer
block.
will be
The
eager to go
party
toe-to-toe
chemical.
with
The
this
block
liberal
chemical,
front-runner.
right?
Shears
Okay.
somehow betters in those points. That could be quite disastrous for Trudeau.
This can also be seen as a warm-up fight for next week's commission debates. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill. This is 6 City News. Protesters are expected to gather outside a factory near Wilson and the 400 this afternoon. Workers' advocacy groups are organizing a community protest outside Fiera Foods, where a temp agency worker was killed last week. The worker was the 5th temporary employee to die at the factory since 1999. Protesters are calling on the
That's
province
not
to
that
enact
many.
better legal protections for temp workers and for police to open a criminal negligence investigation.
How fuck are they doing it there? People are dying
Traffic
anyway.
and weather together. 6 City News Time, 8:50.
Imagine live studio cycling right in your home.
At the Peloton, come to show up.
Imagine world-class instructors motivating you whenever you want.
Ready to attack this with everything we have.
Imagine thousands of game-changing cardio workouts live and on demand.
This is a
I'm gonna die if I do your workout.
30-minute metrics ride.
20-minute hit ride.
Or just try it for yourself. Introducing Peloton 30-day home trial. Free pickup, full refund. Peloton, live studio cycling at home.
You deserve business-grade wireless solutions. That's why Rogers offers Hunt Groups, a feature that helps turn your mobile phone into a business phone system. Your clients will find the right
Buddy, we
person
can't
to
even
talk
get the
to
fucking
every
things
time
to
they call.
charge.
Plus, their time on hold will be minimized. Ask about Hunt Groups and get the business-grade wireless solutions you deserve. For a personalized wireless quote, visit rogers.com/plans for biz today. Rogers, make more possible.
You can make more.
6 City News Time, 8:51.
Time for 6 City News, traffic and weather together on the ones for standupforkids.ca. Here's Kyle Hawking.
Well, it's a minor issue on the Toronto-bound QEW that's causing a big delay. Toronto-bound QEW at North Shore. Stop vehicle on the right right shoulder still being hooked up to a tow. MTO crews blocking the right lane as a result. It's jammed from approaching Nikola Tesla to North Shore over the Skyway. Further along the eastbound QE Gardner into downtown, still slow east of Walkers to Dorval, approaching south down to Dixie, and from the 427 to Dufferin. South 404 Don Valley slows through Mulock, and then you have off and on volume south of Stillville Road all the way to approaching Bayview Bloor. Only a couple of short gaps in that stretch, but it's slowed pretty well the whole way. From the 680 Traffic Center, Kerry Prunskis.
And southbound 400 is still backed up from King Road to south of Major Mackenzie. Another delay from Finch onto the eastbound 401 road. If you're traveling the eastbound 401, it's busy. Approaching Highway 25 to Trafalgar, drags again from Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it's backed up as you're approaching the 427 ramps. Also slow across the city. Eastbound 401 from the 427 to about Keel Express and Collectors. Traveling on the northbound 427, delays from the Gardner to about Burnhamthorpe, alternately Express and Collectors. And northbound 427 past that looks pretty good. Southbound on the 427, still heavy.
So the police were there. Did they magically catch anybody? Did they get anything?
On the westbound 401. Southbound 410, that's a slow go from south of Mayfield to Queen, again from the 407 to Courtney Park. Kids at risk of abuse and neglect shouldn't have to make impossible choices. Help change their futures by signing the pledge at standupforkids.ca. Now with the extended forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Well, still some showers along the Lake Ontario shoreline east of Toronto right now and scattered in the GTA, but it's nowhere near as heavy as it was earlier this morning, so that's improving. What won't improve, though, is the temperature. While falling temperatures today and a cooler northeast wind. The guaranteed high, 20 degrees. Yeah, that was reached early this morning. We'll drop to 13 this afternoon. For tonight, still a slight chance of showers in 8. And for tomorrow, cloudy showers, the high only 12. Some sunshine Friday, but the high again, only about 12 degrees. The average high is 17. Right now it's 17. Some light rain showers downtown at 680 News. 16 light rain at Toronto Pearson. Already reached the guaranteed high, 20 for the afternoon, 13.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Roto-Rooter Emergency Services. Flood or sewer backup? Roto-Rooter's plumbing and drain specialists will clean up, disinfect, and restore everything back to its original condition. Roto-Rooter, #1 in the #2
I don't
business
believe
since
you.
1935.
I don't
Coming up
believe
at 9
you.
o'clock, the latest from the scene of a double murder in the city's northwest and all the leaves of buzz building ahead of tonight's season opener.
680 News Time, 8:53. If you have diabetes, why prick your finger when you can scan instead? With the Freestyle Libre Flex glucose monitoring system, you can check anytime, anywhere by simply scanning the sensor on the back of your upper arm. The convenient, discreet, easy way to help you better manage your diabetes, and it's covered by most private insurers. And now ODB for people with diabetes using insulin. Learn more at freestylelibre.ca. The Freestyle Libre system is indicated for measuring interstitial fluid glucose levels in adults 18 years and older with at least 2 years of experience in self-managing diabetes.
Treating it like fucking drugs, eh? You have to buy the medicine, but they'll give you the free devices to use the medicine.
With the NHL season
Wow,
starting
it's
tonight,
charging.
Ticketmaster is out with tips for people who are thinking about buying tickets to a game. Our Jeff Verhoeven is here with those suggestions.
Okay, I get what Ticketmaster is trying to do. They're trying to protect us, but these tips. Tip 1, Ticketmaster. Only buy tickets from official, 100% safe and secure sources.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Their second tip, just say no to scalpers. Apparently they're shady.
No.
Good. What else?
Scalpers. I never even heard of that industry outside of this city.
Sale.
How is that possible?
And if you're selling tickets, they say do it through a secure site like Ticketmaster. So, to summarize, don't be an idiot. I'm Jeff Verhoeven.
Coming up in 60 seconds, investors betting big on the gaming industry. We'll have the business report.
680 News Time, 8:55.
Bastards think you got me, eh? Fuck up. I got this link already corrected here, eh?
Field to Reveal is back, and this time it's better than ever. We're giving away over 100,000 prizes, including 3 new Fiat 500 cars. Buy any slice and feel a tap for your chance to win.
Oh, this is a problem.
Invite you to taste the difference.
I visit my dad every Sunday. We talk about how the kids are doing and whether our favorite team is going to make the playoffs. We catch up on family gossip, and I tell him all about Cousin Elaine's latest crazy business idea. I visit my dad under the oak tree where we buried him 7 years ago, and every week I look forward to catching up.
Love can live on after you're gone. At Mount Pleasant Group, we've been honoring memories for nearly 200 years.
Anita's at Mount Pleasant. Your account balance has dropped a little. Go fuck yourself.
Catherine, we're watching shares on the London FT100 stock index take a tumble here of more than 2% now and accelerating to the negative as British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is poised to issue an ultimatum to the European Union.
Oh, you're in a position to do that, buddy. You do it. Have yourself a drink first.
A no-deal divorce. And keep in mind, EU players already rejected the Prime Minister's plan, so Johnson will be addressing his Conservative Party's annual conference in Manchester, England today, and presenting this idea. Likely won't go anywhere again. Divorce without a deal, pushed back until next year, the uncertainty taking London stocks sharply to the downside. Now that's just on top of the negativity that we've got overall right now in the morning markets. The Dow futures down 123 points. A little slowdown in U.S. job creation in the private sector. ADP saying that 135,000 Americans found work last month. It's a good number, but nowhere near where it had been over
Are
the
you
previous
fucking
months.
joking? That's a neighborhood. That's nothing.
US non-farm payrolls on Friday. On Bay Street, the TSX is coming off a triple-digit tumble of 210 this morning.
There's 500,000 people in my neighborhood. How the fuck do you figure that's a good number?
Looking at it up right now by 43% pre-market. The operator of PokerStars agreeing to a merger with Flutter Entertainment, the operator of Paddy Power, and that new company worth about $6 billion, and it'll be headquartered in Dublin. We are watching as well. Shares of BlackBerry open today at a 16-year low for BlackBerry, which is down 32% from Tuesday last week when it reported weak earnings, and the stock indicated at $6.71 in opening trades this morning. Oil is gaining 25 cents at 53.87. Gold is up $5 at 14.94. Our dollar down a tenth at 75.5 cents in U.S. funds. You flip that around, and the exchange rate at $1.32.5. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
What's better than a win-win? Easy. A safe situation at Tasco Appliances. For a limited time, all Tasco Energy Saver appliances are up to 25% off. So
Bastards think you got me.
Save on energy costs with hundreds of appliances like the Bosch Ascenta dishwasher. Up to 25% off select models for a limited time. Visit TascoAppliance.ca for details.
Catch all the excitement of your favorite slots and table games at Casino Woodbine. Sign up for a free One Rewards membership today, and you could be eligible to get your first $250 on us. The new Toronto shuttle bus right to our front door. Plus, rewards membership required. If you gamble, play smart. Casino Woodbine. Toronto's home for gaming and entertainment.
Now, 680 News regional weather conditions for Coy Brothers. Coy Brothers now sells Toro snowblowers online.
That's right. Snow removal at your doorstep.
Get your Toro snowblower from Coy Brothers.
KOOYBROS.com.
Right now in Brampton, it's mostly cloudy, 15 degrees in Hamilton, cloudy, and 16 in Windsor, a cloudy morning, 20 degrees. Waterloo, it's cloudy and 16. In Vaughan, it's cloudy and 15 degrees this morning. Whitby, cloudy and 17. In downtown Toronto, some light rain in spots, 17 degrees. 680 News is CFTR AM Toronto. It's 9 o'clock.
Number one for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 680 News, Toronto.
Here are Paul Cook and Catherine Chattay.
Good morning. This is Wednesday, the 2nd of October.
Here's what's making news right now.
Double shooting murder in the Jane Finch area. 2 shootings within an hour. Leave 2 males dead and a third in hospital.
5 kids still missing from the Niagara region, believed to be recently abducted by their father. There was an Amber Alert issued, now canceled, and the search continues.
The puck drops on a brand new Leaf season tonight. How does that make you feel?
Super excited.
The Leafs host the Ottawa Senators. The tailgate party in Maple Leaf Square begins at 5.
It's a Quebec showdown that could have big impacts on the national race. For the first time in this election, Liberal leader Justin Trudeau will square off against opponents in a leaders' debate.
It is expected the Maple Leafs will name a captain before their home opener tonight. We'll try and provide clues as to who that might be. Sports at 15.
Another ultimatum in the Brexit negotiations. Morning markets down. Dow futures dropping 150. Business at 26.
We're leaving. Fuck you. Yeah.
Time 9:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Brought to you by Leon's Furniture. Here's Kyle Hawk.
Where the fuck they're gonna go? They're going to fucking island.
Vehicle on the Toronto-bound QEW at North Shore, still there. Right lane is blocked by crews as they work on it. Heavy over the Skyway from Nikola Tesla to North Shore. Then eastbound QE and Gardner delays east of Walker's to Dorval. Approaching southbound to Dixie, 427 to Dufferin. On your way into downtown on the South 404 Don Valley, slows through Mulock. From south of Stover Road to about 16th Avenue. And then south of Steeles onto the DVP to approaching Bayview Bloor. From the 680 Traffic Center, Perry Prunskis.
Got a new problem southbound on the 400, right over top of the 401. The right lane is blocked with a stalled bus. You're going to find the southbound 400 heavy from King Road to south of Major Mackenzie, and it's jammed from Finch onto the eastbound 401 ramp. If you're heading out of the city westbound on the Gardner, delays are easing, but it's still busy from Bathurst to the 427 ramp, and delays westbound QEW from Cawthron to west of Huron, Ontario, and from approaching Royal Windsor to Trafalgar. It's Leon's Save the Tats sale. Save the Tats on all furniture, mattresses, and more. Even on sale prices. Limited time and soon. See leons.ca for details. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Falling temperatures, it's a cooler day today, and the rain now is just tapering to a few showers, so nothing major for the rest of the day. Right now, still have some showers around 16 at Pearson, 17 at News. Already reached the guaranteed for the afternoon. 13 News time 9:02.
News from the city's northwest, where 2 separate shootings
in the Jane and Finch area. Carl.
Yeah, Captain, the two males were shot and killed in a courtyard area of this townhouse complex here on Grandravine Drive near Jane and Finch. Both were gunned down right outside of Tiffany's kitchen, where a bullet whizzed past her husband's head while he was cooking.
When the gun shot at the back of him, he ducked down and went to the living room, and then that's when two more shots came in through the window.
The police were already here in the area investigating the earlier shooting and wounding of a 16-year-old boy when residents heard the second round of gunfire.
Two shooting back to back in one night.
This is scary. Police are investigating whether these two shootings so close together are in any way connected. Reporting live on Ravine Drive near Jane and Finch, Carl Hansky, 680 News.
680 News Time 9:04. Those 5 St. Catharines area children who were the subject of that Amber Alert on your phone yesterday afternoon are still missing this morning, even though the Amber Alert has expired. 680's Jamie Pulver's here live with the latest. Jamie.
Yeah, while the search continues for these 5 kids believed to be abducted from the Niagara region by their father, an Amber Alert issued, now canceled, and 911 once again getting complaint calls.
Just understand and just find the compassion and have the understanding that there are loved ones out there that are missing these children.
And police believe the kids could be in the Toronto area. The family used to live in the city.
Stop putting out Amber Alerts on your drug dealer, eh? Like, fucking chill out.
All range in age from 5 to 14 years old. Police described them as Asian. Their father, 49-year-old Ian McDermott, described as white, 6 feet tall, 280 pounds, last seen driving a gold...
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Fill it out,
Their
bitch.
photos are posted at 680news.com. The bizarre part of the story is that police say the kids disappeared sometime between September 19th and the 25th after a temporary custody visit with their father. It's not clear when they were supposed to be returned or why it took so long.
Motherfucker, you got pictures of this guy. Why aren't you talking about this shit on the radio?
Services. Reporting live, Jamie Pulver, 680 News.
680 News Time 9:05. This news segment brought to you by Alpine Credits. It's a big day for Leafs Nation. The season opener goes tonight at Scotiabank Arena.
Motherfuckers, they got this shit on here. They got pictures of this motherfucker. They're not talking about it. Suspect sought after girl allegedly sexually assaulted at public pool. October 2nd, fucking 7:11 a.m. Motherfuckers. So it's not going to do me any good to show you the pictures, but it's on the fucking website. Toronto police are asking for the public's help in identifying a man wanted in connection with a sexual assault investigation involving a child. Police said that on September 1st, it was reported that a girl was at a public swimming pool in the area of Albion Road and Kipling Avenue. The girl was swimming with friends when it's alleged that an unknown man approached her and sexually assaulted her. The man then continued to follow her around the pool. What the fuck? He is described as Asian, 5 feet 11 inches tall, with a skinny build and black hair. Police would also like to speak with anyone who witnessed the incident. There's some pretty good pictures of him. What the fuck? Buddy looks fucked up on meth, too. Why the fuck are you talking about this on your fucking radio show?
That's Christine Simpson.
Did it impact your decision on
That's a great question. No.
it? Did not.
No. So now there's going to be narrative. This is Toronto.
Why the fuck am I sneezing now? Like,
So we're going to announce it the way we want to announce it.
So reading between the lines there, they had already selected someone else, so who? Hockey Down Canada's Ron
we're
McLean.
going to announce it how we want to announce it.
You know, he looks like the safe choice.
By the end of the night, we'll know the answer for sure. I'm Simon Bennett.
680 News Time 9:07. The first French language debate in the federal election takes place tonight on TVA. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau will square off against the leaders of the Conservatives, NDP, and Bloc Québécois. From Ottawa, 680's Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney has a preview.
The
Bring
leaders
out
are battling
Lucien
for
Bessard
78 seats in
sticks.
Quebec, which is
Oh,
nearly
that's
a
a
quarter
local.
of the House of Commons. The Liberals are polling well in the province, which puts the target on leader Justin Trudeau in his first tilt with his main rivals. Maclean's Ottawa Bureau Chief John Guinness believes Conservative Andrew Scheer will be aggressive since their two parties are in a dead heat nationally.
More willing, I think, to go toe-to-toe with Trudeau. In fact, eager to do that. So we want to see, do we see a more combative Scheer? I would expect so.
The NDP is struggling, and
A
Jeff
more
Wilson needs a
combative
solid
Scheer.
performance to turn that around. around, while the BQ is hoping to ride the wave of a recent boost in support. Guinness says even a seat or two changing sides in Quebec could be the difference of who forms government. This showdown is also seen as a warm-up round for the commission debates taking place next week. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill.
6 City News Time 9:08. There are a few other events on the campaign trail along with the French debate today. Also, a new poll containing some positive news for the Conservatives. 6 City's Alex Bloomfield has more on day 22 of the federal election.
No policy announcements planned for the four leaders in Montreal. However, Justin Trudeau will spar with a boxing champion this morning, perhaps preparing for some verbal jabs later tonight. Andrew Scheer facing undecided voters on the CBC last night, where he was asked if he would maintain the Liberals' target of admitting 350,000 immigrants by 2021.
I think that's reasonable. And again, as long as that's coming from facts, from evidence, from a look at the situation and an understanding of where our society has needs.
The Green Party's Elizabeth May is in BC. She'll be speaking to an assembly of Indigenous chiefs this afternoon. PPC leader Maxime Bernier will campaign in his own Quebec riding. And a new Ipsos poll shows the Conservatives have a 13-point lead amongst those who commute at least 10 kilometers to work every day. It's an encouraging sign for the Tories, especially
You got to sort it out like that. How far do you drive to work? Who are you voting for? Holy fuck.
QEW at North Shore, the right lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle.
I woke up at work.
Hello, Alpine Credits.
You're the guys that say, approved, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I told the wife I want to go on a 2-week fishing trip, and she did not approve, so I want you to do it.
We only approve homeowners for loans, for renovations, consolidating debts, that type of thing.
Can I just watch the fishing channel instead?
Sure.
2 whole weeks?
Yes.
At Alpine Credits, we try to approve all home equity loan applications, regardless of your credit, age, or income. Find out more at alpinecredits.ca. Alpine Credits. Homeowners get approved. Physical license 12616.
City streets, there's a collision reported on Nielsen and Ellesmere. Northbound Young remains blocked north of Eglinton due to a collision.
6 City News Time 9:10.
City Streets was brought to you by Don Valley North Toyota, the dealership that powers 680 News reporters. Check out their 50-vehicle showroom. Not a bad place to get lost. Don Valley North Toyota, Steeles, just east of the 404.
Picture this. A stunning home in a great community. Steps from shopping. Minutes from the beach. Just an hour from the GTA. Starting from the low 400s. Really? Sterling Estates in
Why did I
Wasaga
even
Beach.
comment?
Modern freehold towns.
I just started a fucking conversation.
2-story homes by Sterling Homes.
I know better than to
Register
start
now at
conversation.
modernwasaga.com. From the low 400s. modernwasaga.com.
At the Monitoring Center, you pay only $9.99 per month to monitor your alarm system. We invite you to shop and compare. What you pay for alarm monitoring is your choice. You're not stuck paying $20 to $30 per month. We urge you
I
to
need
call
to
now
protect
and
my
take
cell
advantage of our 6
phone
months
and
free
my
giveaway.
refrigerator.
That's 18 months for the price of 12. Switching
Can
is
you
easy.
put a
Call us
sensor
today
on
at
my
1-866-24-7
fridge,
for $9.99. 6 City News Time 9:11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Porsche Center North Toronto. Here's Kerry Prunskis.
And if you're traveling Toronto bound on the QEW, we still have these delays from Nikola Tesla to North Shore. That's where the right lane is blocked, all due to a stalled vehicle. Once you're past that, eastbound QEW, it's busy from Walkers to east of 3rd Line. Another delay approaching south down to Dixie. And still busy on the eastbound Gardner from the 427 to Dufferin. Southbound on the 400 on the ramp to Black Creek Drive, the right lane is blocked. That's because of a stalled bus. Heavy delays southbound 400 from King Road to south of Major Road. It's jammed from Finch onto the 401. Heading westbound on the 401. That's still busy through Durham from Brock Street to approaching Salem. Then delays across the city from Morningside and the Collectors, Nielsen and the Express to west of Yonge. Bit of a break and then slows again from the Allen, alternately Express and Collectors to Dixon. Also busy as you approach Hill, Ontario and the Collectors to west of Mavis. Traveling the eastbound 401, expect delays approaching Highway 25 to Trafalgar. Again from Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it's a slow go from the 427 to about Kiel, alternately Express and Collectors. After that, you'll find it heavy again on the eastbound 401 from Bayview to Leslie. That's mainly in the collector lanes. Southbound on the 404 Don Valley Parkway, it's busy from south of Stouffville Road to 16th Avenue and from south of Steeles all the way down towards Bayview Bloor. Southbound 410 out of Brampton, expect delays
The whole length of the fucking
Lane
thing.
and from the 407 to Courtney Park. Visit Toronto's destination
How's
for
it
Porsche
steals
sales
the
and
baby
service.
blue?
Porsche
What the
Center, North Toronto, winner of the prestigious 2019 Porsche Premier Dealer Award, conveniently located at Highway 401 and the 404. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Well, still some showers around, but it certainly is a lot more scattered, a lot lighter than it was from earlier this morning. Falling temperatures for us today, a cooler northeast wind. A guaranteed high, 20 degrees already reached. For the afternoon, we'll sit at about 13. Now, for the afternoon and for tonight, still have a slight chance of some showers. We'll drop to 8 for
It's
the low
morning
and
still.
cloudy
How the
showers tomorrow, a
fuck?
high of like 12. Right now, mostly cloudy, 16 at Pearson, 18 at 6 City News. Already reached the guaranteed high 20 for the afternoon, 13.
6 City News time, 9:13.
Now, the market minutes.
Over to Mike Epple at the 6 City News Business Center. Mike.
150-point drop now. Dow futures down. Catherine, we're set for a negative tone here at the start of trade. 9:30 coming up. The TSX down 210 in Tuesday's session. Going to see more on to the downside there. The price for oil right now at 17 cents. Gold is gaining $9. So we're seeing a flip here. Away from equities, back into defensive precious metals. Just about $1,500 an ounce. Our dollar holding at 75.5 cents U.S. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Epple. Still ahead on 680 News.
Whoa, this is something we're not used to. Hockey experts across the country like the Maple Leafs' chances at winning the Stanley Cup.
What?
6 City News time, 9:14.
You're all fucking drunk is what it is.
Dishes on our award-winning buffet for a limited time, like creamy butternut squash soup.
Oh, I say some stupid shit, but seriously. Oh yeah, the Leafs gonna win the Stanley Cup. Hey, buddy.
100 Mandarin favorites, and now enter our anniversary contest.
Take that bet in Vegas. The odds are crazy.
Make Mandarin your destination with family and friends today. With 6 fabulous showrooms in the GTA, customers know Brock Windows is the place to buy windows and doors.
The selection at Brock is by far the best we've ever seen.
See the Brock showroom near you and try before
So
you
you could be talking about this sexual assault guy right now. Don't check our website for images.
We found exactly what we
Bastard.
Ontario's largest window company. Come visit Brock Windows. This is All News Radio, 680 News. 18 degrees and overcast. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Paul Cook.
I'm Catherine Jeté. Here are the top stories right now.
Gunfire in the city's northwest.
But those guys are dead. Talk about the fucking sexual assault suspect.
Amber Alert you got on your phone yesterday afternoon is expired, but
I don't care.
They are still looking for the 5 children alleged to have been abducted by their father. You can see their photos at 680news.com. And it's like Christmas morning for Leafs fans. A new viewing board to be unwrapped ahead of the home opener tailgate party at Maple Leaf Square. And the new captain to be announced before tonight's puck drop at Scotiabank Arena.
Time now for 680 Sports.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, Simon Bennett.
Oh, we are 10 hours away from puck drop in the Maple Leaf season. A bit less than that, actually. The assumption by then we'll know who the 18th captain in Leafs history is. And Sportsnet's Brian Burke thinks it will be John Tavares and has this message for anyone who doesn't get to see.
By the way, if anyone talks about this, if Morgan Riley talks about this to us, and Matthews, then screw them. Like this is real leaders don't need letters on their chest to lead.
The game at 7 o'clock on Sportsnet. The other two games for tonight, Canucks Oilers at 10. Also at Sportsnet, Blues raise their banners and host the Capitals Sharks are in Vegas. After a classic NL wildcard game yesterday, the American League's turn tonight. The Rays in Oakland, 8 o'clock at Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet 1. In case you missed it last night, the Nationals came back to beat the Brewers. They'll face the Dodgers in the best-of-5 NLDS starting tomorrow. This morning, Bianca Andreescu moving out of the round of 16 to the China Open, defeating Elise Mertens in straight sets. And the Rugby World Cup this morning, no chance for Canada against the mighty All Blacks, losing 63-0 to New Zealand.
Mighty All Blacks.
On Tuesday, sports are 15 and 45 past every hour.
If I look that up and it's a bunch of white guys, I'm going to be very upset. Right?
Update now on the case of the missing St. Catharines area children, all 5 of them. We have that update from 680's Jamie Pulfer here live with the latest. Jamie.
Yeah, well, we're just getting some new information from Niagara Regional Police, the Child Abuse Unit, investigating the situation now. We had been reporting that the father involved in this case had been driving a pickup truck, either a gold or beige pickup truck. Now there's some new information saying that he is believed to be driving a 2002 red four-door Toyota Camry, and we have a license plate number on that red four-door Toyota Camry. It is CJMB976. Once again, CJMB976. If you spot the vehicle, you're being told to call 911 or police.
Get involved.
And again, this is an update on those 5 kids missing from the Niagara region. Reporting live, Jamie Pulfer, 680 News.
680 News Time, 9:18. It's a sale so big, so
You gonna spot a red Toyota Camry out here. They gave us the model here too.
And to celebrate, you'll find amazing anniversary specials on great furniture store-wide. 50% off select items. Plus, don't pay for one whole year OAC. Big Arrow Furniture's 50th anniversary event. 4 locations in the GTA. ArrowFurniture.com. That's ArrowFurniture.com. The colors of fall are spectacular.
I want to meet the guy that can tell me. He can tell the difference between an 02 and an 04 and an 05 and an 07 Camry. Oh, it's the taillight lenses and the fucking wheel covers. Yeah, shut up.
Brilliant colors, magnificent creatures, and available to enjoy any season. Ripley's Aquarium of Canada, a fall adventure unlike any other in the heart of downtown Toronto. Find out more at ripleysAquariumofCanada.com.
680 News Time, 9:19.
Breaking news from Rome this morning, where the U.S. Secretary of State is now confirming he was, in fact, on the phone call between Donald Trump and the Ukrainian leader. ABC's Karen Travers is at the White House.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo this morning in Italy confirms he was on President Trump's phone call with the president of Ukraine this summer. Pompeo defended the president's comments as in line with U.S. policy on Ukraine to counter Russia, push out corruption, and help the new president's government build a strong economy there.
It's what we will continue to do, even while all this noise is going on.
Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
680 News Time, 9:20. This weekend, don't miss the grand opening of Courts of Canterbury in picturesque Fort Perry. Bungalow and bungalow lots on 50-foot lots from just $799.9. 2 model homes to view in this lifestyle community by award-winning builder Geranium. Learn more, courtsofcanterbury.com. Would you like to become a doctor and practice in the U.S. or Canada? Avalon University, an accredited medical school to practice in the U.S. and Canada, is offering a seminar on Saturday, October 5th at the Courtyard Toronto Brampton Hotel from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. To register, visit avalonu.org.
It's just gonna fucking kill me, eh?
416-452-6704. That's 416-452-6704. This weekend, don't miss the grand opening of Courts of Canterbury in picturesque Fort Perry. Bungalow and bungalow lots on 50-foot lots from just $799.9. 2 model homes to view in this adult lifestyle community by award-winning builder Geranium. Learn more,
Adult lifestyle. So no writing on the sidewalk with chalk and shit. No trick-or-treating.
Together on the Ones, brought to you by City TV. Here's Carrie Prunskis.
Please be very careful if you're coming down the southbound 410, approaching Queen. We have a driver changing a tire on the left shoulder, and they are changing the passenger side tire. So sneaking into that left lane, be very careful. That southbound 410 approaching Queen, left lane partially blocked. I did notify MTO. They're going to send one of their crash trucks there to protect the scene. Now, it's really heavy from approaching Sandalwood to from 407 to Courtney Park. Toronto bound on the QEW. We still have this stalled vehicle at North Shore. The right lane is blocked. Not sure what is taking so long here, but you're going to find it backed up Toronto bound QEW from Nikola Tesla to North Shore. Then delays eastbound QEW from Appleby to east of 3rd Line, and from about south down over to Dixie. Eastbound on the Gardner, delays are gradually improving, but it's still busy on and off from the 427 to about Dufferin. Northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, that's busy approaching Eglinton up to the 401, and a slow go on the westbound 401 as you travel across the city. Delays now from about Nielsen, alternately express and collectors to west of Yonge, again from the Allen to Kiel express and collectors, then from the 400 and the express to over to Dixon. Southbound on the 400 on the ramp to Black Creek Drive, the right lane is blocked with a stalled bus. Traffic is heavy on the southbound 400 from King Road to south
Show
of
us the
Major
picture of
Mackenzie.
this guy
That's
changing
jammed
his
from
tire.
Finch onto the
Please
Black
show us
Creek
the
and the eastbound 401 ramp. Southbound on the 404 Don Valley Parkway, haven't spotted any problems, but it's still a heavy drive from approaching Elgin Mills to 16th Avenue, and then slows again from south of Steeles onto the DVP all the way down to Baby Bloor. Get the latest news affecting our country every night on City News at 6 and 11, only on City TV. Now with the extended forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Well, we are still on the mild side right now, but we'll drop to 13 degrees for the afternoon with a northeast wind. So, huge weather story from you. Cooler for us. Now, still have a chance of some showers as we work through the rest of the day. The guaranteed high, 20 degrees, came very early this morning. Again, for the afternoon, we'll sit at about 13. Now, for tonight, slight chance of a shower, 8 degrees for the low. Tomorrow, cloudy, some showers and 12. And only 12 degrees for Friday as well, but we'll have sun and cloud. Right now, mostly cloudy.
Only 12, but we will have sun and cloud. She said it like a good thing, but we will have sun and cloud. What the fuck?
Already reached the guaranteed high 20 for the
How much cloud and how much sun?
And because Jill did not miss the weather guarantee yesterday, the jackpot climbs to $1,900.
Coming up at 9:30, a new vehicle description now has just been released for the St. Catharines area man alleged to have abducted his 5 children.
I want to hear about the sex assault
It's a
suspect.
2002 red 4-door Toyota Camry with the following Ontario license plate: CJMB.
It's a brand new fucking license plate.
6.
6 City News time.
The guy that stamped it is still inside it.
Canadians have a saying. Only a hoser brings a toque to a poutine kerfuffle. A toque? Oh, sorry. Not everything we say in Canada makes sense. Luckily at Ford Service, we have a saying that does. The Work Service Package is everything you need to get winter ready. More than an oil and filter change, it includes a vehicle report card, 83-point inspection, and tire rotation. Right on. Book your appointment for the works for only $89.99. See participating Ford stores for details.
Breaking news, traffic, and weather. Free and on demand. 680news.com. On air, online, and on
I wonder what's actually in my lungs right now.
This portion of 680 News brought to you by Georgian Renovations. Here we go. Until puck drop in the Maple Leafs from the hockey experts across the country. Our Jeff Verhoeven's here with some predictions from the insiders.
Let's go. Cup hungry. Jim Ralph, expert, thinks the Leafs top 3 is elite level, maybe even top 4.
Nylander's the guy to me that's got to step up to show they've got at least 4 super elite forwards.
As for predictions, Bruce Garriock of the Ottawa Citizen and Paul Chapman of the Vancouver Sun predicting the Leafs will be the Eastern Conference champs. Writers Michael Trenkos, Terry Cochon, and Derek Van Diest of the Edmonton Journal all picking Morgan Riley for the Norris Trophy. Ian Shantz here, Kristen Anderson with the Calgary Sun, going with Freddie Anderson for the Vezina, and my man Don Brennan with the Ottawa Citizen picking the Leafs to win the Cup. Let's go. I'm Jeff
You're all
Verhoeven.
fucking drunk.
Morning markets on online gambling and cannabis. Business in 60 seconds.
6 City News time, 9:25.
What does your dream home look like? Hi, I'm Jeannie Becker, and for over 50 years, Georgian Renovations has been designing spaces you'll love. We know how hard it is making a decision to renovate, so for a limited time only, we're offering our interior design services for the incredible value of $5,000. See your vision come to life before you decide on your renovation.
I don't know who this fucking guy is. He looks like a meth
What
head.
your dream home will look like. Schedule your design consultation today at georgianreno.com.
We're 2 men and a truck. So, you're moving to a new home, and all that's left to do is to call a mover you know you can trust. Well, naturally, you think 2 men and a truck, since you know they have lots of men and lots of trucks. They'll wrap, pack, and move everything you want. With a 96% referral rating and the professionalism you can trust, the choice is simple. For a free in-home estimate, call today. We're 2 men and a truck. 2 men and a truck, the movers who care.
6 City News time, 9:26.
Now the business report with Mike Apple. What's going on, Mike? Well, Paul's giving an interesting start here. Coming up 5 o'clock, we're going to see a sell-off again for a second day in a row for the main benchmarks here in North America. The Dow Futures Index is right now down 175 points, so that's not good. The TSX coming off a drop of 210. The shares of BlackBerry will open at a 16-year low. They are right now indicated at just $6.70, so that's a continuation of the sell-off that started last Tuesday. a week from yesterday on the weaker than forecast earnings. I've been launching shares of Canopy Growth, the biggest player in the cannabis sector, which is buying majority control in BioSteel and nutritional sports drinks. An undisclosed price tag, but Canopy figures this is going to be the next big thing. Once we get CBD-infused drinks legalized, does that integrate with the medicinal
Tap water
purposes of CBD in the sports industry? It's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. Interestingly enough, however, investors have turned very sour.
Fuck, I'm replying.
These,
I'm gonna have a
They
full-blown
dropped
conversation.
dramatically, and most of them start the day at a one-year low, if not worse, including Canopy Growth. We're watching shares of the Stars Group, operator of Poker Stars, jump by 43% now pre-market as it agreed to a deal with Flutter Entertainment, the operator of Paddy Power. The price for oil falling 9 cents, 53.54 a barrel at the Business Center. I'm Mike Apple.
Welcome to the afterlife, old red sedan. It's a good thing your owner needed to get rid of you fast.
Is this where I become a kidney car?
It is. You'll start supporting life-changing medical research and
I'm gonna melt you down and turn you into guns and bullets.
And I thought I'd sit in that driveway forever. Need to get rid of an old car? Don't scrap it. Your car has a higher calling. Get a fast, free, and friendly tow for a minimum $300 tax receipt. Donate at kidneycar.ca.
Dream big. Shine bright. The Concord Diamond Collection. A symbol of wealth. A sign of brilliance. A collection of spacious three-bedroom suites at prestigious locations in downtown Toronto and for a limited time, purchase the Concord Diamond Collection and receive a debut piece valued at $30,000. Terms and conditions apply. Visit ConcordDiamondCollection.ca for details.
And now the business traveler's forecast in Edmonton today is going to be mainly sunny, high of 14 degrees. In Calgary, mainly sunny and 8 degrees. In Halifax, could be some drizzle today, a high of 18 degrees. And in San Francisco, partly cloudy, a high of 14.
Okay, our whole morning show team is in here right now. Everybody, we're all wearing leaf gear.
Wow.
Why aren't you wearing leaf gear?
I'm wearing blue. Average it today, it's 9:30.
Okay, good time to talk about this sex assault suspect, no?
680 News. Here are Sarah Barrett and Steve Roberts.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 2nd.
And good morning. Here's what's making news this hour.
Search continues for 5 kids believed to be abducted by their father in the Niagara region. He's now believed to be driving a red Toyota Camry.
Another night in play in the city. 2 men are dead and a teen has suffered minor injuries after 2 separate shootings in the Jane and Finch neighborhood.
Mayor John Tory will call for the city of Toronto to declare a climate emergency at today's city council meeting.
And buckle up, the OPP launched a week-long seatbelt safety campaign.
All by night for the Maple Leafs, and it's expected a captain will be named at some point today. We'll speculate on who that might be. Sports at 45. Stocks extending a slide midweek trade, opening with a drop for the Dow, 170 points. TSX down 41. Business at 56. 680 News Time, 9:31.
Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Carrie Prunskis. This report is brought to you by your local Ontario Subaru dealers. Ongoing problems Toronto bound on the QEW at North Shore. The right lane is blocked because of a stalled pickup truck, and I got some more information from the MTO because it's been here. Well, who knows how long, but they closed that right lane around 8 o'clock this morning. And the reason that it's taking so long to clear is because it's an abandoned vehicle, so there's no driver on the scene, so those things always take a long time to clear, MTO says. So Toronto bound QEW, it's backed up heavily from Nikola Tesla all the way through to North Shore. After that, you're going to find delays eastbound on the QEW, starting around Appleby on and off to east of 3rd line. Slows again from about south down to Dixie. A heavy drive eastbound on the 401, delays from Kelso to Trafalgar, Winston Churchill to Mavis, again from the 427 to east of Keele, Express and Collectors. Southbound 410, that problem approaching Queen, that's cleared away. It's still backed up, though, from Sandalwood. And if you're on the southbound 400 on the ramp to Black Creek Drive, the right lane is blocked with a stalled bus. A heavy delay on the southbound 400 from King Road to south of Major Mackenzie and from Finch onto the Black Creek Drive ramp. In town, northbound Bayview, north of the 401, 2 right lanes blocked with a crash. It's backed up from just north of York Mills.
Adventure comes
Come on,
standard.
ladder,
Subaru,
ladder.
fully
Tell me
equipped
there's
to
a
enjoy
ladder
more this
in the
fall.
road.
Visit your local Ontario
I
dealer
want to
for
see
great
the
rates on
MTO's
2019
collection
models.
of ladders.
Now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor. A cooler day for us today with a northeast wind already reached that guaranteed high 20 for the afternoon, near 13. Some showers for the afternoon will drop to 8 degrees for the low. For today, the guaranteed high already reached 20.
And right now downtown, we've got mostly cloudy skies at 17 degrees. It's mostly cloudy and 16 at Pearson. 680 News Time, 9:33.
We have breaking news from Niagara Regional Police, who have released some new information in the case of 5 missing children from the St. Catharines area. The kids, believed to have been abducted by their dad, were the subject of an Amber Alert last night, which ended up being canceled.
And 680's Jamie Pulford joining us live with the latest on a very bizarre investigation. Jamie?
Yeah, that's right, Steve. 5 kids still missing at this point. An Amber Alert issued, now canceled. The search is ongoing, and still people have been calling 911 mad about it.
It's unfortunate that people are calling to complain. When the police put out an Amber Alert, we're doing it for a very important reason.
And police say that Amber Alert actually resulted in some very important information. There's now an update on the vehicle believed to be involved in this case. Police are now looking for a 4-door red Toyota Camry 2002. The license plate is CJ.
Good luck finding that car, man.
976. Once again, that license plate, CJMB 976, looking for a 4-door 2002 red Toyota Camry.
A 4-door Camry. Thank you.
Believed to have abducted his kids was seen in the Niagara region in this vehicle. The children.
She's not even looking at a picture of the car,
Police are still searching for 49-year-old Ian McDermott and his 5 children, Eska, Evelyn, Magnus, Matthias, and Sovereign McDermott, ranging in age from 5 to 14 years old. All of their photos posted at 680 News.
All this guy's getaway vehicles are going to be big family vehicles, eh?
Have any information is asked to call police.
How did he get them all in a pickup truck, man?
Jamie Pulford, 680 News.
That part of the story couldn't have been real.
More gun violence on city streets. The Toronto Police Homicide Squad is looking for suspects in a deadly double shooting in the Jane and Finch area, which happened less than an hour after another shooting sent a teen to hospital. 680's Carl Hansky's at the scene and joins us with more on the investigation.
2 shootings within an hour in the same neighborhood, leaving 2 dead and 1 wounded is too much for residents here on Grandravine Drive.
Yeah, I'm very angry about it because I walk in it every morning and I'm scared because I have kids too.
Police were in this area investigating the shooting and wounding of a 16-year-old boy last night when 2 males were shot and killed right outside Tiffany's townhouse. Some stray bullets narrowly missing her husband.
Yeah, he was by the kitchen frying up some stuff. When it hit the window, the glass shattered behind him. And then he ducked down and went to the living room. And then when he went to the living room, 2 more shots came through.
One of the victims collapsed and died right below her kitchen window, which now has 3 bullet holes in it. On Grandravine Drive near Jane and Finch, I'm Carl Hansky.
680 News Time, 9:36. Well, happening right now at Toronto City Hall, councillors are kicking off their monthly meeting with a lot on the agenda, including Mayor John Tory's motion to declare a climate emergency in the city and endorse a net zero greenhouse gas emissions target. Now, ahead of the meeting today, he spoke to reporters about his plans.
The initiative will focus on 4 stages to reach major energy reductions. The initiative starts with the basics of benchmarking and auditing, which help participants in finding the low-hanging fruit in their buildings and identifying just exactly where they stand today in terms of the good practices or not they're following with respect to energy consumption.
And the City Council meeting is expected to begin today and last for at least the next 2 days.
An update is expected this morning from the union representing school support workers. The 55,000 members of the Ontario School Board Council of Unions have been working to rule since Monday. Union President Laura Walton has called a 10 a.m. news conference at Queen's Park.
Well, for most of us, getting into the car and putting on your seatbelt is pretty much a no-brainer, but it seems some people are just not getting that message. OPP Commissioner Thomas Carrick says so far this year, 42 people have died in crashes because they were simply not wearing their seatbelt. That number, 35 deaths at the same time last year. Today is the start of the OPP seatbelt campaign, which is going to run for the next week.
6 City News Time, 9:37. It's the day Leafs fans have been dreaming about. The team will open up a new season at home tonight against the Senators and unveil its first captain in 3 years. 680's Kevin Meisner has more outside Scotiabank Arena.
Blue and white Toronto Maple Leaf banners are now on the fencing here in Maple Leaf Square ahead of tonight's season opening tailgate party. Anjum says it's always a special feeling when Leafs hockey is back, especially after a championship Raptors season.
New season, new hopes, the Raptors, it's kind of being open, like you want to follow up the Raptors. We'll see if that happens.
Fans are also weighing in on who should wear the captaincy. John Tavares, Austin Matthews, Morgan Riley.
Honestly, I think Riley deserves it. He's been here the longest.
Others are admiring the brand new outdoor big screen, 37% larger and a much crisper image.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
37%. Just tell us in real numbers.
It's astounding what they put up there.
Maple Leaf Square opens here to fans at 5 o'clock. Outside Scotiabank Arena, I'm Kevin Meisner.
Well, if you're looking for a drink before the game, of course, Real Sports right next door, but it is going to reopen today after being closed for renovations. Here's our Jeff Verhoeven with what to expect.
If you tried to go to Real Sports this summer, you were met with closed doors and signage saying it's been shut down for renos. Well, today we get our first peek at the new Real Sports. The inside is going to look different. The menu is going to look different. All the details will be unwrapped around 11 o'clock this morning. The MLSE head chef will be at the bar going over new dishes. The VP of Food and Beverage for MLSE will take people on a tour, which means if it wasn't already impossible enough to just walk in and get a table there, and as long as they still have their turkey burger with jalapeno Bacardi on the menu, I'm a happy guy. I'm Jeff Verhoeven.
Coming up in 30 seconds, we'll take a look at city streets and find out where the price of gas is going.
6 City News Time, 9:39.
No one in my family is a first responder, but they are the first people I call when I'm in need. My name is Aaron Waxman, and I usually work weekends, but on October 12th, you will find me and my friends from CHFI at Pingos Farm Market Pumpkin Patch. For every pumpkin purchased, I'll donate $5 to Wounded Warriors Canada, up to a maximum of $10,000. On October 12th, bring your family to meet my family at Pingos Farm Market and buy a pumpkin to benefit Wounded Warriors Canada. And if you have questions, bring those as well, as there are no bad questions.
City streets right now, northbound Bayview north of the 401, there's a collision causing delays from north of York Mills, and Islington from Dixon to St. Andrews is down to a single lane each way for a broken water main.
City Streets was brought to you by North Toronto Auction. It's Trucktoberfest at North Toronto Auction.
Tell us you arrested the guy or something.
Trucks from governments, dealer trades, repos, and more. Plus a $1,000 cash draw. NorthTorontoAuction.com.
Now the 680 News gas price update, and Pro predicts the price will go up 1 cent at midnight to $1.16.9 a liter.
680 News Time, 9:40.
Have you noticed your bank has made it almost impossible for you to get further funds? I mean, it was okay last year, and yet this year it seems like the taps are turned off. So, if you've got your mind on something and just need the money to get it done, you can beat the bank. If you own your own home, you're already successful. And shouldn't that be enough? It is at Capital Direct. Call Capital Direct at 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL and get access to your money. CapitalDirect.ca.
During an election year, economics often overshadow environmental matters. But this year, they're deeply connected.
Irene Gentle, editor of The Star.
Climate change is a defining issue in this election. Some parties are looking to take bold action now amid a climate emergency. Others, worried about economic disruption, argue for a more gradual approach. Which do you want from your government? The Star's reporting, analysis, and opinion will help you make an informed choice. Vote with the confidence that responsible, fact-check journalism provides.
Stay informed. Subscribe to The Star at thestar.com. 680 News Time, 9:41.
$253 for the fucking 1 day thing. Oh.
This report is brought to you by Canada Post Corporation. Southbound 400 on the ramp to Black Creek Drive, the right lane is blocked. That's because of a stalled bus. It is hooked up to a heavy tow now, but delays southbound on the 400
started it all in.
south of Major Mackenzie. Then it's jammed from Finch onto the Black Creek ramp. The ramp to the eastbound 401 is still pretty heavy as well. Toronto bound on the QEW, finally those problems at North Shore have cleared away. Hooray! But if you're trying traveling Toronto-bound QEW, still pretty busy from Nikola Tesla all the way down to about North Shore. After that, eastbound QEW looks like delays are easing off through the rest of Burlington and into Oakville. It's not too bad. It is slow going though, eastbound QEW from about south down over to Dixie. Eastbound Gardner, that's still heavy from Kipling and the Express right through to Dufferin. And northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, busy up towards the top end from approaching Lawrence up to the 401. Westbound 401, that's slow from Broad Street to approaching Salem. And westbound 401 on the ramp to Bayview, the right lane is blocked with a collision. It's at the very end of that ramp. So also northbound Bayview, north of the 401, two right lanes also closed. Northbound Bayview is backed up from north of York Mills to north of the 401. And delays across the city on the westbound 401 from Markham Road to west of Yonge, alternately express and collectors. Slows again, Islington and the express to Dixon. Then it's busy from here, Ontario, and the collectors to west of Mavis. Eastbound 401, that's very heavy from east of Guelph line to Trafalgar. Another delay, Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it's slow from the 427 to east of Kiel, express and collectors. Free shipping Tuesdays is back. Canada Post Solutions for small business members can ship one package for free every Tuesday in October. Get the promo at canadapost.ca/shipfree. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Still the chance of some showers this afternoon with a cool northeast wind already reached the guaranteed high 20 for the afternoon near 13. Slight chance of showers tonight near 8 and cloudy with showers tomorrow, the high only 12. For today, already reached the guaranteed high 20.
Right now downtown, we got mostly cloudy skies at 17 degrees. It's mostly cloudy at 16 at Pearson Airport. 680 News Time, 9:43.
Now the 680 News Market Minute, live from the Business Center. Here's Mike Ethel.
Hey, sir. Good morning. Morning, Steve. And negative tone of the morning markets. In fact, the Wall Street benchmarks, some of them have 1 month lows. Dow Jones already down 295 points. That's a drop of 1.1%. NASDAQ down 1.1%. Same issues as yesterday that taking the markets down this morning. Impeachment, Brexit, U.S.-China trade, weak economic signals, you name it, we're looking at a near-term retreat. The price for oil and gas rather mixed right now. Oil down 12 cents, 53 $13.15.
A near-term retreat.
TSX down 93 points, a half of 1%.
A near-term retreat. That is a very, very creative way of saying that.
And the Canadian dollar down a third at 75 1/3 U.S. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
A near-term retreat. I see too many police on the block right now. I'm gonna make a near-term retreat.
You look like $1 million. Been working out? Nope. But you seem more confident. I just got new tires from Toyota. So if I got new tires from Toyota, I could look like $1 million too. They can match prices on tires. They're not miracle workers. Tread confidently to your Ontario Toyota dealer and get the right tires with the right price. Conditions apply.
It's time to get that 649 feeling with a jackpot of an estimated $17 million. So start thinking of all the ways you'd spend it and all the people you'd spend it on. Because if you win the jackpot or the guaranteed $1 million prize, you'll have plenty of joy to spread around. The next Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $17 million, plus the guaranteed $1 million prize.
But it's all.
To share, get that 649 feeling.
This is all news radio.
Who's that? Who's that Brown?
A mostly cloudy sky in downtown Toronto, 17 degrees. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Sarah Parrott.
And I'm Steve Roberts. Here are the top stories
How did you get in
now.
here?
As the search continues for 5 kids from the St. Catharines area who were allegedly abducted by their father, 49-year-old Ian McDermott, Niagara Regional Police have released some new information on the case. Investigators say they now believe the family of 6 is traveling in a 4-door red Toyota
I've never seen a
The license plate
gold pickup truck in my life. I've never seen a gold pickup truck.
Mayor John Tory will call for the city of Toronto to declare a climate emergency at today's city council meeting. Along with the motion, Tory also wants the city to endorse a net zero greenhouse gas emissions
We have more trees than anybody. We have net zero in Canada. We're the one country that already has this. What is wrong with you? You are the city fucking mayor. You sign welfare checks, but you take care of salting and snowplow. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Be the best player in games. Everyone else will follow. You don't have to yell. You don't have to scream. You'll lose your teammates that way. So you just go out, you play hard.
Leaks in 7 o'clock on Sportsnet. The American League wildcard game goes today. 8 o'clock on Sportsnet. 590 the van and Sportsnet 1 is the Rays in Oakland. They will
to live up to after yesterday's National League game. This morning in Beijing, Bianca Andreescu moving on to the round of 16 of the China Open, beating Elise Mertens at 16 straight wins for her now. If you take out the French Open when she withdrew, she hasn't lost a match in court since March. And if you're a rugby fan, this was your alarm call. Haka from the All Blacks, New Zealand beating Canada 63-0 at the Rugby World Cup today. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
Imagine live studio cycling right in your home.
I said Peloton, time to show up.
Imagine world-class instructors motivating
Fuck,
you whenever you
fucking
want.
skin is crawling me.
Imagine thousands of game-changing cardio workouts live and on demand.
This is a 30-minute hip-hop ride.
30-minute metrics ride.
20-minute hit ride.
Or just try it for yourself. Introducing Peloton 30-day home trial. Free pickup, full refund. Peloton, live studio cycling at home. Picture this. A stunning home in a great community. Steps from shopping. Minutes from the beach. Just an hour from the GTA. Starting from the low 400s. Really? Sterling Estates in Wasaga Beach. Modern freehold towns.
I'll just say that's the goal.
Bungalow lofts. Two-story homes by Sterling Homes. Register now at modernwasaga.com. From the low 400s. modernwasaga.com.
680 News Time, 9:48.
Well, this could be a game changer. The biggest player in the cannabis market is getting ready for the legalization of CBD-infused drinks with a deal in the sports drink industry. Mike Apple reports from the 680 Business Center.
Canopy Growth is buying majority control of BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the deal laying the groundwork for the eventual legalization of CBD-infused drinks when tie-ins with professional sports leagues. BioSteel already sells
we're gonna see that
in the four
sometime.
major North American sports leagues, has endorsement deals with Connor McDavid, Wayne Gretzky, Brooke Henderson, and Ezekiel Elliott.
What?
The end of the Dallas Cowboys already has it in his contract to be the lead endorser of CBD products once it's permitted in the NFL. The CEO of Canopy
there's
sees
a
the deal to
nice little
eventually own all
technicality.
BioSteel as a significant growth driver with the future regulated market of legalized food and beverage products containing cannabis. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
680 News Time, 9:49.
Once they legalize selling cocaine and heroin, I'll be the first guy to be the spokesman for that.
To detect
Right.
weapons. The operator of Pearson Airport says it has agreed to test the new system at an Ivy League American university, and it will be marketed by a BC company. The technology known as HexWave can detect both metallic and non-metallic weapons, ranging from guns and knives to explosives. It captures radar images, then uses artificial intelligence to analyze them for signs of a weapon concealed in bags or under clothing. The Greater Toronto Airports Authority says it will start deploying the technology in the spring of next year.
Hexwave.
Coming up in 60 seconds, we'll check in with
You're gonna
traffic and
scan my shit with something called
I'm
Hexwave.
Scott McGilvery. When it comes to
Just
real
keep
estate,
it.
they only
Just
recommend
keep
top
it.
agents. In Toronto, that's Frank Leo and Associates at Remax West. Frank has a multi-million-dollar marketing system that will get your home sold, guaranteed. Go to getleo.com and start packing.
What's taking up space in your office? Printers, servers, phone monitors,
Get
and
Leo,
desktops?
start
Recycle
packing.
Electronics has a dedicated and free pickup service for e-waste just for businesses. We certify destruction and provide a comprehensive tracking process so you can feel confident and secure while keeping sustainability front and center. Schedule a pickup today by calling 1-833-NO-E-WASTE. That's 1-833-NO-E-WASTE. Or visit recyclemyelectronics.ca. The future is in your hands. Don't let it go to waste.
Want to sell your home without drama? Call Frank Leo and Associates at Remax West. I'm Scott McGilvery, and I trust Frank's world-class multi-million-dollar marketing system to create incredible demand to get your home sold. Go to getleo.com today.
680 News Time, 9:51.
Time for traffic and weather together all the ones. Here's Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by the Toronto Fall Home Show. Southbound on the 400 on the ramp to Black Creek Drive, the right lane is still blocked because of this stalled bus. It's getting hooked up to the heavy tow.
What happened to the abandoned vehicle?
Southbound
Which
400
one's the
from King
abandoned
Road
one?
to south of
Major Mackenzie and from Finch onto the Black Creek and the eastbound 401 ramps. Southbound 404 Don Valley Parkway, that's slow from Elgin Mills to south of Major Mackenzie. Then delays as you're approaching Finch onto the DVP to south of Lawrence. It opens up for a stretch, and that slows again as you head through Don Mills. Westbound on the Gardner, that's in great shape leaving the city. Westbound on the QEW, busy from Concord to west of Huron, Ontario, but after that, it's looking good. Toronto bound on the QEW, that's still heavy from Nikola Tesla to Fairview. And then if you're traveling the eastbound QEW through Burlington, just seeing a bit of a delay right now, Bronte to east of Third Line. So that's once you're into Oakville. And then after that, eastbound QEW slows again east of South down to Dixie. And the eastbound Gardner, that's heavy as you approach Park Lawn, right through to about Dufferin. Eastbound 401, very slow from east of Guelph Line to Trafalgar, then again from Winston Churchill to Mavis. Also still a busy drive eastbound 401 from the 427 to east of Kiel, Express and Collectors. Northbound on Bayview, north of the 401, two right lanes are blocked with a crash. You're going to find traffic backed up from just north of York Mills. And if you're heading westbound on the 401 on the ramp to Bayview, the right lane is blocked. Delays westbound 401 across the city from Markham Road to west of Yonge, alternately Express and Collectors. The Toronto Fall Home Show is for the people with high ceilings and for the people with high rents. The Toronto Fall Home Show, October 4th to 6th at the Enercare Centre. Tickets and info at fallhomeshow.com. Now with the forecast, here's Bill Taylor.
It's a totally different weather story for us today. A cooler northeast wind, falling temperatures. It was 20 degrees very early this morning. For the afternoon, we'll sit at about 13. Still the possibility of a few showers, but a bit of clearing too. 8 for the low. And then for tomorrow, cloudy with showers and 12. Friday, sun and cloud. And high again, just 12 degrees. For today, already reached the guaranteed high, 20.
Right now downtown, we have got mostly cloudy skies.
Guaranteed high of the day, 20. What? Did I just hear that?
The forecast is brought to you by Roto-Rooter Emergency Services. Flood or sewer backup? Roto-Rooter's plumbing and drain specialists will clean up, disinfect, and restore everything back to its original condition. Roto-Rooter, #1 in the #2 business since 1935.
Coming up at the top of the hour, the latest on Niagara Regional Police releasing new vehicle information in the case of 5 kids believed to be abducted by their dad. Police now looking for a red Toyota Camry with a license plate CJMB976. You can find pictures of the children and the suspect at 680news.com.
680 News Time.
Insurance agent. I live in Grandravine, so my client might also be my plumber, my mechanic, or my jiu-jitsu instructor. Does it change things? Well, with my client jiu-jitsu instructor, volunteers need to demonstrate an effective submission technique that involves him sitting on my torso while his knee is wedged firmly under my chin. It gives me peace of mind to know that he has peace of mind. At Desjardins Insurance, our agents are invested in you because they're invested in their communities. Better things beyond insurance. Visit us at DesjardinAgents.com.
I want an insurance agent that lives next door to the crack house. He will understand the risks I am facing in my day-to-day
ceremony for a
life.
new multi-sport park is being held at a Scarborough Community Housing Complex this afternoon. It's the 6th project funded by the MLSE Foundation and Canadian Tire's Jumpstart charity. The ceremony is set for 12:30 this afternoon at 40 Gordon Ridge Place. That's near Midland and Danforth. Coming up in 60 seconds, Mike Ethel has your business report.
680 News Time, 9:55.
Find a car today, a much better way. Visit OntarioCars.ca. You'll have a smile that lasts a while, 'cause you're gonna find a car that'll fit your style. OntarioCars.ca is for you. With trusted sellers and great reviews, it's the easy way to find yours unsafe. At Ontario Cars today. At Ontario Cars.ca.
Hi, I'm Brian Ballmer from HGTV. I build homes for families all over Canada, so I know a home is a family's most important investment. That's why I recommend someone you can trust. Canadian Choice Windows and Doors. You'll enjoy the most energy-efficient windows and doors at the best prices guaranteed, keeping the noise out and the good times in. Now that's Ballmer approved. Call Canadian Choice Windows and Doors today for their best fall specials. And don't forget, the installation's always free. Visit windowscanada.com. 680 News Time, 9:56.
Now the 680 News Business Report. Here's Mike Ethel.
Hey, Sarah, good morning. We've got a triple-digit downturn on all the benchmarks here on Bay and Wall Streets. The TSX opening the day down 142 points.
Already.
33. It's a reflection of unease related to the economy. The numbers in on U.S. manufacturing just yesterday weren't great. This morning it was the ADP employer survey, which showed 135,000 Americans found work in the private sector, which was actually less than some of the months previous. So maybe, again, a sign of a slowing U.S. economy. You've got impeachment inquiry issues, U.S.-China trade, now Brexit into the mix, with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson talking this morning about issuing the EU.
You want to buy $2,500 iPhones and shit.
On Brexit, either a go or no go with a divorce. We will see how all this plays out. Right now, investors showing increased nervousness. The TSX down 137 points. Bank stocks leading. Canopy Growth is doing a deal for BioSteel, nutritional drink company, in the expectation that CBD-infused drinks will be a thing at some point. Canopy is
purchase good off at the
basically
store.
buying majority control of BioSteel. They're not saying how much they're paying. It's not helping the shares of Canopy, which, along with their cohorts in that cannabis sector, all down this morning. Aurora's down 4%. Canopy's down by 2% at a 52-week low. Freya is also down 3.5%. One winner on the TSX. Anybody who bets on online gambling is being rewarded this morning, and that is the Stars Group, up by more than 30%, agreeing to a $6 million merger with the operator of Paddy Power in Ireland, the company called Flutter Entertainment. And this is a deal to create this giant in the online sports gambling industry. Stars Group, based in Montreal, will now be domiciled in Ireland going forward. We will lose that stock on the TSX once that deal is complete. The price for oil slipping 31 cents, 53.39. The U.S. Department of Energy reports on coming at 10:30 this morning.
I've got junk piled everywhere.
Sure, we can do that.
What if quitting time comes and they're not quite done?
Clean up your own yard.
7 days a week.
Can you come right now?
We can be there in 90 minutes.
Can I mark this down as spring cleaning for next year?
We bring the springtime with us.
Wow. When you want it to feel like springtime, call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
We can make it springtime anytime.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.ca. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll benefit a child and get a maximum tax credit.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also accepting boats, motorcycles, RVs, and truck donations.
Now, 680 News regional weather conditions for Coy Brothers. Even in the harshest winter conditions,
Kubota tractors are built to perform.
Kubota start great in cold weather.
And they're in stock.
Kubota at Coy Brothers.
KOYBROS.com.
In Oshawa right now, overcast, 17 degrees. Richmond Hill, mostly cloudy.
How many cars
and
flying through the air
16.
today in
St. Catharines, some
Oshawa?
light rain, 17 degrees. Bradford, partly cloudy, and 15. Downtown Toronto, it's cloudy and 17 degrees. The News Watch never stops. 680 News is CFTR AM Toronto. It's 10 o'clock.
You could get hit by a flying freaking car, man.
Traffic and weather. This is 680 News, Toronto.
Here are Steve Roberts and Sarah Barrett.
Good morning. This is Wednesday, the 2nd of October.
Good morning. Here's what's making news this hour. An Amber Alert issued, then canceled, but 5 kids from the Niagara region are still missing, believed to be abducted by their father.
So
Police
what
are now
is the
looking for a
official
red
fucking thing?
Toyota
Are they
Camry.
missing? Like
We are
what?
expecting an update right now from the union representing thousands of school support workers across this province and where their contract talks are now sitting.
Oh, are we still building cars in this country?
Go green, announcing the Green Will Initiative, aimed at lowering greenhouse gases in public and private buildings across the city.
For the first time in this federal election campaign,
Stop serving
tonight,
vegetarian
Liberal
food
Justin
at the
Trudeau
food
will
bank.
square off in a leaders' debate against his main rivals.
The New Look leads
These people put out some serious emissions.
expectations should be high. Nationals rally to win the NL wildcard. Sports at 15. 14.
Triple-digit losses on the TSX, the Dow, and the NASDAQ. We've got another move higher for gold, and Synovus is raising its dividend. Business at 26. Continuing news time, 10:01.
And it's time for traffic and weather together on the ones in which Toronto's most
You put that story up at 7 o'clock. They haven't mentioned it on
This
the air
report is brought
since.
to you by
That is fucked up.
TSC. Heading southbound on the 400, we have an ongoing problem on the ramp to
Skin
Black
is
Creek
growing.
Drive. The
My
right
hair
lane
is
is blocked,
setting
and
up
that's
my
because of a
fucking
stalled
neck.
bus. It's been there since just before 9 o'clock this morning. Looks like it's hooked up to the tow. Not sure why they're not hauling it away, but you will find a heavy backup southbound on the 400. It's still going from King Road to south of Major Mackenzie.
Tow
Then it
truck won't
bunches up again
start.
from Finch, really heavy all the way down to that Black Creek Drive ramp. If you're traveling the southbound 404 Don Valley Parkway, we still have volume delays from Elgin Mills to south of Major Mackenzie and from Finch to south of Lawrence. After that, it opens up. Westbound on the Gardner, that's moving well. If you're heading eastbound on the Gardner, it's still pretty heavy from Royal York right through to about Dufferin. And northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, right now it's in pretty decent shape. Westbound on the 401, delays across the city from approaching McCowan, alternately express and collectors to west of Yonge. And westbound 401 on the ramp to Bayview, the right lane is still blocked with a crash, so a bit of a delay on that ramp. And northbound on Bayview, north of the 401, the right lane is still blocked there, but delays have really improved northbound on Bayview. Firm and condition your skin with the exclusive Coors Pure Greek Olive Oil Collection, available at TSC. Save over 50% today only. Shop tsc.ca. Today's shopping choice. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor. It was 20
Buy
degrees
olive oil
early
and
this
put it
morning.
on my
That's our guaranteed
skin.
high for the afternoon. We'll sit at about 13. We'll get into some clearing, although still a slight chance of some showers. 8 degrees for the low. For today, already reached the guaranteed high, 20. Right now in downtown Toronto, a mostly cloudy sky. It's 17 degrees. 680 News Time, 10:03.
Empty highs and days.
Breaking news from Niagara Regional Police this morning, now updating their search for 5 missing children and their dad. That search, by the way, prompting that Amber Alert yesterday afternoon.
680's Jamie Pulfer is following the story and joins us live with the latest information from police. Jamie. Yeah, Sarah, a bizarre story, an Amber Alert issued.
There's no story so far.
5 kids from the Niagara region are still missing, and again, 911 got calls from people complaining.
The message is loud, it's clear, and we want you to understand that there is an urgency. There are 5 children that need to be located.
I'm too stupid to know how to turn off my phone. You need to stop sending me stuff on my phone. I can't believe the number of times people have said shit like that to me.
Driving a 2002 red 4-door Toyota Camry. The license plate.
There's about 100,000 of those.
MB976 again. CJNB976. Now, as of
Don't stop and write that down while you're driving. Just memorize it, right?
In this vehicle, but the children were not with him. Police are searching for 49-year-old Ian McDermott and his 5 children, Eska, Evelyn, Magnus, Matthias, and Sovereign McDermott, ranging in age from 5 to 14 years
Sovereign.
old. All of their photos are posted at 680news.com.
You arrest him for naming his kid Sovereign.
Temporary custody visit sometime between September 19th and the 25th. Police say they were only recently reported missing by Family and Children's Services. Reporting live, Jamie Pulfer, 680 News.
680 News Time, 10:05. Happening now in Queen's Park, we're getting an update from the union representing school support workers on their ongoing job action. The 55,000 members of the Ontario School Board Council of Unions have been working to rule since Monday. Now, QB President Laura Walton giving this morning's update as we speak. We do have a reporter at Queen's Park today. We'll bring you the very latest details coming up at 10:30.
Councilors are getting
Tell
back
us.
to business. They're holding their first council meeting since July. Before the meeting began, Mayor John Tory announced a bold new green initiative. 680's Momin Qureshi joins us live with the latest from City Hall.
I'm gonna throw eggs at you.
Senator Mayor Tory has been really banging the drums about
You
climate
get hit with
change,
eggs, it's because of
through the
me.
last few weeks, saying that they would declare a climate emergency at this council meeting. And today, when he spoke to the reporters just before council started, he announced what he's calling the Green Initiative.
This ambitious partnership has brought together a coalition of those who are willing to participate in a united effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions arising from their properties.
He's really hoping that this will be a bit of a trailblazer.
Arising from.
Cities
Just
and countries
arising.
around the world in terms of how it should be done.
He said they basically roped in a bunch of commercial landowners, universities, hospitals, school boards, all totaling more than 300 million square feet of space. And the goal is to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions.
And we've begun together to build a program which will make a
How many
significant
actual
difference across
property
a
owners
broad
is
range
this?
of buildings in the city of Toronto.
Now, council is now underway with their first meeting since July. There are quite a few things on the agenda to get through. This meeting will probably last at least a couple of days. Reporting live at City Hall, I'm Alvin Qureshi.
680 News Time, 10:06. Toronto police are investigating 2 shootings now. One of them, a double homicide. Our Carl Hansky is in the scene in the Jane and Finch area.
Bullet holes in a window and pock marks on the exterior brick wall of a townhouse unit here on Grandravine Drive showed where bullets were fired and 2 males were shot and killed right outside Tiffany's kitchen.
3 bullets actually came through my window, and it didn't come through only the window, it came all the way in the living room. What way if we're in the living room? That's 2 different parts in the house.
1 bullet just missed her husband, who was cooking at the time.
That's
Police
very
got here
observant. That's
fast
2 different
because
parts
they
of
were
the
just a
house. That's
block
2
away,
different.
investigating the shooting and wounding of a 16-year-old boy that happened about an hour earlier. For frustrated residents, 2 shootings so close together is too much.
You see family, children live in this neighborhood. This is ridiculous.
Homicide detectives are investigating whether these 2 shootings are in any way connected. On Grandravine Drive near Jane and Finch, I'm Carl Hansky.
City News Time, 10:07. The First Leaders debate featuring Liberal Justin Trudeau will take place tonight. Trudeau skipped to 1 debate early in the campaign, but will be facing off against his opponents this evening in French. 680's Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney tells us it could have national implications.
This debate has the potential to be a turning point in the campaign. While the focus will be on Quebec, with 78 seats in the province, Maclean's Ottawa Bureau Chief John Guinness tells me a stellar showing or a big faux pas from a leader could affect the national race, which remains in a dead heat between the Liberals and Conservatives.
For sure, picking up a few seats or losing a few seats.
Show up with your underwear hanging out of your
Guinness
pants.
says Liberal
Just do
Justin
it.
Trudeau will be the target on everything from deficits to the environment, since
With
the
a
BQ is seeing
bandana
a
of
recent
some
surge
sort.
in support.
Anytime.
The NDP
Just
is
do
looking
it.
to prevent a complete collapse, and Conservative Andrew Scheer will be eager to go toe-to-toe with his fellow frontrunner.
If Scheer somehow benders some of those points, that could be quite disastrous for Trudeau.
This can also be seen as a warm-up fight for next week's commission debates. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill. And Durham Regional Police have nabbed an extreme speeder in Oshawa. Police said the driver was clocked in at 145 kilometers an hour in an 80 zone early this morning. Happened out on Harmony Road just south of Winchester in what police say was very heavy fog at the time. A 25-year-old Oshawa man had his vehicle impounded and his license suspended. This portion of 680 News brought to you today by Alpine Credits. Coming up in 30 seconds, a check on city streets, and we'll let you know if there's any movement for gas tonight.
680 News Time, 10:09.
Hello, Alpine Credits.
I own my own homogenized liter of milk.
Weird.
And my home. And I need
Approved.
a foot massage.
Not approved.
And to borrow money.
Approved.
For Bill.
Approved.
And a foot massager. Do you have strong hands?
At Alpine Credits, we try to approve all home equity loan applications, regardless of your credit, age, or income. Find out more at alpinecredits.ca. Alpine Credits. Homeowners get approved. Fiscal license
It's fucking got me. 10:30, eh? Motherfucker.
And taking a look at your city streets right now, Islington down O'Cea Lane each way north of Dixon because of a broken water main, and northbound Sherburne remains closed from Carleton to Bloor, and that is all for construction. Now, the 680 News gas price update. Enpro says the price of gas is going to go up a cent at midnight tonight to $1.16.9.
680 News Time, 10:10. Dream big, shine bright. The Concord Diamond Collection, a symbol of wealth, a sign
This is
of
the
brilliance.
ugliest
A
jewelry.
collection of spacious 3-bedroom suites at prestigious locations in downtown Toronto and North York. For a limited time, purchase a suite from the Concord Diamond Collection and receive a De Beers diamond jewelry piece valued at $30,000. Terms and conditions apply.
We never did find out how much this housing costs.
Some do it for the fun. Some for the way it can bring people together. No matter why you choose to own a racehorse, there's no denying the excitement. Experience the thrill of cheering on your horse as it races to the finish line, and enter the exhilarating world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership with a range of options for just about everyone. From partnerships.
How hard up is the horse racing industry?
To find out more, visit ownthoroughbred.ca today.
City News Time, 10:11.
Time now for traffic and weather together on the ones in Toronto's most frequent traffic reports. Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by Aero Furniture. Finally, southbound 400, the ramp to Black Creek Drive has fully reopened. That stalled bus has been removed. Now you're going to find a heavy backup southbound on the 400 from south of King Road to south of Major Mackenzie. Then it's jammed from Finch onto the Black Creek Drive ramp and to the eastbound 401 ramp. Both are quite slow. Eastbound on the 401, that's really heavy approaching Highway 25 to Trafalgar. Another delay from Winston Churchill to Mavis. Then it bunches up from the 410 to east of Dixie in the collectors. Still going across the city from the 427 to east of the 400 Express and collectors. Southbound 404 Don Valley Parkway, a delay as you head through Major Mackenzie. Then it's slow again from Finch onto the DVP to south of Lawrence. No problems right now on the westbound Gardner, the westbound QEW. It's not doing too badly. It looks pretty good through Mississauga, Oakville, and Burlington. Eastbound on the QEW, all Toronto bound lanes, they're still busy over the Burlington Skyway to Fairview. Then you're going to find delays on and off from Walkers to east of 3rd Line. Also busy eastbound QEW from east of Southdown to Dixie. Traveling the eastbound Gardner, that's heavy approaching Park Lawn to Dufferin. Northbound Don Valley Parkway, that's in great shape. Westbound on the 401 on the ramp to Bayview, the right lane is blocked with a collision. Across the city, westbound 401 is slow from McAllen to west of Yonge, alternately Express and collectors. And busy into Mississauga, approaching here Ontario and the collectors to west of Mavis. Hurry into Aero Furniture's 50th anniversary event. Get amazing anniversary specials on great furniture store-wide with up to 50% off select items. Find out more at aerofurniture.com. Now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
It's a cooler day for us today with the northeast wind. Still some showers possible. The guaranteed high 20 degrees was reached early this morning. For the afternoon, we'll sit at about 13, 8 for the low, and then cloudy with showers. Tomorrow, the high about 12. For today, I already reached the guaranteed high 20.
Right now in downtown Toronto, cloudy sky, it's 17 degrees. Pearson Airport, some light rain and 17. 680 News Time, 10:13.
And now time for the 680 News Market Minute. We're going to head live to the Business Center. Good morning, Chris McCusker.
Well, good morning, Steve. In short, we've got a losing session on Bay and Wall Street. The loss is a little steeper in the U.S. The Dow is down 287. The S&P up by 38.
An hour into the day, you're already depressed.
All U.S. indices off by at least 1%. TSX is lower by 138 or 0.8% to 16,309. Once again, the gold stocks helping to offset the losses. Gold is higher by $11, back at $1,500. Oil is down 20 cents, 53.42, and the Canadian dollar off by a third of a cent, 75.30 cents U.S. At the Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker. As she builds her dream, we build her team. Because a Havergal student doesn't face her future alone. From a close-knit community of peers to a renowned faculty, staff, and alumni network, she will gain far more than skills for her future. She'll secure lifelong champions. Our first ever grade 5 enrollment year begins September 2020. Visit havergal.on.ca
You need to plan for your kid's future, period. Grade 5. What the?
Is your uniform supplier letting you down? Missing deadlines? Out of stock? I'm John Berard, president.
No, but my uniform supplier has tons.
Quickly. 5-day order completion guaranteed. We also create free uniform e-stores to get your employees fitted faster. All this with no inventory, no contracts, and no administration requirements. Let us help you rethink your uniform program. Visit us at entropy.com. That's ENTRIBY.com.
This is All News Radio, 680 News. 17 degrees and some light rain in downtown Toronto.